Alrighty, let's. I guess let's get started.
Oh yeah,
If my wife walks in, she knows we're not starting up, or she's gonna kick my ass.
that's right.
You're gonna hear Bulk and Rage come in like Yebente Basmate.
Bruh, your wife is so funny. Like I went and read their comment. That's so funny. Dude, she's wild.
She left a comment on your video?
My video, yeah.
She left a comment on her video, on his video. It's amazing.
So remember, I don't know if you saw, and I posted it in the group chat. Some guy was like, "No one cares you're religious, man. Like, get on with the video." And I'm like, so me being, trying to be the good Christian I am, like, hey, listen, I understand, I get it. It's not going to stop. And I'm looking back on the video. What I wanted to say was like, like it's a religious week for me. Not that I'm religious. I'm sure everyone there knows, like, it's radiates off of me. But I wanted to, like, that was what I want. No, yeah, there's no way. There's no way no one knows. But no, like, so I was just trying to say, like, for me, it was like it's a religious week for me, But it just came off that, and that's why then I realized I kind of like realized like I didn't say where I was like, all right, let me get on with the video, right? That's why I didn't make it like too much of a thing. I tried to quick it, and I was like, listen, I'm not gonna stop seeking God in there, right? Because anytime I can glorify Him, I will. But I was like, listen, if it's too much for you, that's great. You don't have to watch. If it bothers you too much, and me singing and praising God and all that, it bothers you too much, you don't have to watch. No hard feelings. I pray for you and the best for you, and I mean that wholeheartedly, right? If you are able to deal with it, I appreciate you watching and thank you for continuing to watch, right? That is the most respectful thing I can say, right?
Yeah, that was a smart way to go. Yeah, you never want to engage in like toxic behavior like that. And
it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it, and it just makes it look like you're just kind of like seeking it out. Like don't ever let them trigger you. They're watching your stuff, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Exactly. Listen, people have criticism.
But okay, so I have fun with people like that, though.
This is duality. You're like my wife. She'll egg them on. She'll like.
I do, because it's just funny to me. I had this one guy. Sorry, I got paged for work, but I'm ignoring it. So, I had this one guy on Twitter. And he was just like he got so mad. I triggered him to the point where he was watching my videos, and I'm like, dude, thanks for the engagement. Like, I actually saw subscribers go up and my video counts go up, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'll and go watch my content. Like,
yeah, and in a way, it is kind of almost genius to kind of interact with them in a way, because like if you keep interacting back and forth, it's just going to hype your video up even more. So yeah, I can see that, but I used to argue with people online all the time, but like I just don't do it anymore. It's not worth my effort anymore. So I don't do it. So I want to, by all means, like I want. All right, bro.
Listen, for me, even when I'm reading the Bible, Jesus literally tells us don't engage with like pitiless conversation, like pitiless debates.
Bro, sometimes I'm like, dude, I'm choosing violence today.
You know what? I don't blame you. Sometimes you gotta put a dumbass in their place. That's it.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's something we can maybe touch on is like toxic Yu-Gi-Oh players, because I don't know if y'all watch DB Grinder. Like he does like the voiceovers for like high-rated dueling book matches, and like every once in a while he'll post like a toxic match, and dude, these guys are going at each other, and I'm just like, bro, like I don't think I've ever played against somebody that was like that. Maybe once. It was like back in 2015 or something like that. I went to it was when Salad and Greats first came out, and I was playing Salads at a regional, and and the guy was like, listen, we're in game 3, don't slow play. And like I had to like put my deck down and was like, bro, like I'm bigger than you, and I'm not gonna sit here and take this from you. Like we're playing a game. So like, bro, like I see how these guys are going back and forth with each other, and I'm just like, there's no place for that in this game. Like
no,
it's a hobby we're having for fun. Like, yeah, I want to win just as bad as you do, but taking it to a toxic level like this, like, bro, hurry up, speed up, like I'm calling judge. Like, there's no reason for that. I see players like that, and it's just crazy to me.
The thing too is that messes with your mental too, because now you have someone who's just like in your head constantly nagging you, and you're going to screw up because of that.
Yeah, Right.
My strategy is I just talk the shit out of your ear. Like I will disarm you with friendliness and kindness, and that's my strategy. Like I just talk. I will just talk your ear off. And the thing is, like me talking to you, get your guard down. It makes you not play the best you can.
Right, because you're thinking of interacting. I can see that. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, at least you're being nice about it. You know, like you could just be sitting there like
the opposite. You know.
Yeah. You know what? You're toxic.
Yeah.
I'm the toxic motherfucker. I know.
You're the problem.
You're the good toxic.
All right. I guess we're ready, right?
Yeah. I no, I mean, but like I when I play against some guys, like sometimes I don't even talk to me. I'm just like, hey, you know, like if I'll do like Stratus effective search, and they're just like they don't respond. So like, do I take your silence as a yes? Do I take it as a no? Are you thinking? Like sometimes that's rough, you know, because like some people are just nonverbal, and so I don't know. Maybe sometimes I want the toxicity. I don't know. So
at least say like it's good, like activate effect.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah. That's
something,
what I'm
like there's thumbs up, some sort of acknowledgement that your play is acceptable. Because the thing is that silence is also a detriment, because say you make your play and they don't say anything, then they can be like, oh, I never said it was good. And they go back and like, oh, I never said it was good. I was thinking, well, you didn't vocalize that.
Right. And you see, I'm like the world's worst, where if I don't have like any hand traps, I'm just like, go off, king. You know, like
yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay.
I don't do that, because I've learned the hard way. Like sometimes I want, they might not always, they might make it a slightly less bored if they see me holding, and I keep looking back. Like just because you don't have to say it, right? You don't have to say you have anything. You can be vocal, like, no, it's good, and then you let them go. Like there's nothing wrong with that, because that puts in the head game. Like they're not saying anything, so either they have nothing or they're holding something for my play.
Yeah, I agree. And I found that so like we talk about deck lists all the time, and like, you know, like should we be at 45, 50, 60, whatever. So I think the mindset I have going in with heroes is that heroes requires so much engine that I think you have to play at a high deck count, because you have to have interaction in there. Like, yeah, I can draw 6 cards of engine that could just go off with gas, but you know, if they got 6, 7 interruptions on the board, you're not going to push through that. You know, not many decks can do that. And even with like Fountain and Ejector, like that's still going to be tough. So I do think a high deck count. I mean, I'm not saying you have to have, you know, like 20 hand traps or anything, but like it needs to.
You
I
need
think
more engine.
Yeah, maybe 15 to like, let's say 18 non-engine as far as like hand traps, you know, drop and things like that. Like
for 60 card deck is perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. What do y'all think? Like y'all think like that's right, or do you think closer to 40 is the way?
So have we officially started, or should we do like the actual proper introduction?
We already started.
Let's do the introduction.
If you guys want to introduce yourselves, but I mean, we're already like going through it.
Yeah, let's just go through it. I mean, you can always put an intro at the beginning of the video.
Yeah.
I guess welcome over to the first ever Chain Link 3 podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm also gonna put.
We have to make an actual opening edit too. So I think let's do that now, and then we'll go back to where we are, because we had a couple things you started recording that we don't want in that beginning.
You're right. Well, Javi, if you're posting it on your video, brother, go ahead and lead us off, man.
First episode of Chain Link 3. We got Heroes Forged and Fit Father on the left. So by the way, if you see me like shift between like left and right, it's because my screen is big, and I'm literally I'm looking at the Fit Father right now. And
you're looking at me,
yeah. So, but first episode, and let's get to it.
All right.
Yeah, fellas. So I think I can really just jumping into this. So Master Duel has announced Ejector and Fountain into Master Duel. So that kind of threw me off a little bit, where like I think now Konami is putting the TCG behind like Master Duel, the OCG and things like that, you know, like
so people can see the proxy that you gave me.
Fire. Yeah, so I don't know how like, I guess I don't know how I feel about that, because now I feel like you have the OCG, which is going to have 2 different formats. I think Master Duel is really close to the OCG. So like, what is the TCG going to go off of? You know, like I get it. You know, like you want to try to introduce these sets it's hard to really word that, like like I'm so used to us getting something first and then the Master Duel gets it.
Yeah.
So where are y'all at with that? Like do y'all think that's a good idea for Master Duel to get that?
I think
Like,
they were
is that
desperate. That's right. I think they're desperate
because
at that point.
I kind of feel like that's going to underhype like the sets that come out, because like let's say like the ejector and fountain come out on Master Duel, like yeah, it's going to have hype because like hero players are going to last forever. Like I'm going to play heroes as long as they're
Yeah.
around. And but let's say you get on Master Duel and let's say they absolutely just get shit on, and it's like, well, I mean, it's not really competing against these top meta decks because like why do I want to go spend all my money to pick these cards up if they're still just going to suck? Like
Yeah.
like, I mean, for us, I think it really doesn't matter. But, I think for the average player, especially new players coming in, they see that and they're like, oh, this was all hyped up before and it's not performing on Master Duel. Now, don't get me wrong. Master Duel is a completely different format,
Yeah.
so you can't really compare the two.
Mm.
But the gameplay is still the same. It's still, at the end of the day, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! So, like, what do y'all think about that?
I kind of agree with that, in all honesty. It does become a catch-22 in that regards, because on one hand, like right now, the new hero stuff obviously is doing amazing, so it's definitely going to hype the price up. But also, I don't think they have all the cool. Do they have all the cool tune stuff in Master Duel?
I don't know if Blazing Dominion is on there or not. So I don't play Master Duel. I personally don't like it. I think it's just Yu-Gi-Oh with training wheels, and I think when I was playing it, I felt like a worse player. And that's just from me. Like somebody could be completely different. Like my brother only plays Master Duel. He doesn't play any TCG. He doesn't play any advanced format. He don't even have cards anymore.
It's neat. It's neat. It's a pick up and go sort of deal. You pick it up and
yeah, and that's cool. Like I just think, and I also think that if I'm playing I don't like playing different versions of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I just want to play one type of it and then roll with it. Like I do think Genesis is cool. I think Master Duel is cool. Whatever, Edison format, all that. It's awesome. It's great. I'm glad other people enjoy it, but for me personally, I just don't dabble in it because if I'm going to play the same kind of Yu-Gi-Oh, I just want to stick to advanced. And then I have other hobbies that I dabble in, so I don't go from TCG advanced to Master Duel. It's just not for me.
You want everything to translate properly. I think when I was on yours, like I said the same thing too. Konami should do something that's basically like how Omega is, and just like have like some sort of like monthly subscription where you have access to all the cards. If you want to buy rarity bumps, you can buy that. Where you can play with TCG, like basically how Omega is, but with a TCG rules. Like you can have every different format. You can update the ban list as it is, as cards get released, right? So
By the
I think that would be.
We talked about that like a month ago. Now there is a Pokemon game that's kind of like that, Pokemon Champions, and they do have like battle passes, and it's a recurring thing, like you said, right? It's a recurring revenue.
Yeah.
Instead of people that are like, I don't pay for gems. Like, why am I going to pay for gems?
No one's going to want to pay for that.
Right.
No one wants to pay for the currency. Like people will. You will have the whales, but majority of people who I think would want to spend money are going to want to just spend something just once and then just either grind out the resources or have everything at that ready access, right? They want to play the game.
And I'm on Omega as well, and like if I don't only play heroes too. Like heroes is my favorite deck, but everyone has their pet decks and everyone has like different things they want to dabble in, and not to mention I don't mind playing the meta deck so I learn where the interactions are as well. So I don't want to go on Master Duel, have to grind gems to build a deck that I just want to learn how to interact with. Where on Omega, I can build 25 decks, go run test hands, or just go play ranked. I just go play ranked on Omega, and it's the same thing. So yeah, Master Duel. Like once I got on Omega, I forgot about Master Duel. I forgot it existed, to be honest with you. And then I saw like Ejector and Fountain was announced on. I said, "What is this? Like, what are we doing? What's happening here?"
The part about it is they're probably not going. They're not even going to probably put Ejector in with Fountain. Like they should, but they might not just to make us buy another product.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's weird too because Ejector was announced before Fountain. Yeah, and then they're going to release Fountain before Ejector. So like at this rate, yeah, I kind of feel like Ejector's not going to be in. What is it? Battles of Legends? Is that what it was? The
whatever
card
it's
pack for
called.
that?
Yeah, in July.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. Who knows? We don't know. We don't. They only teased those cards in it, right? That was the only thing they teased.
Right. Yeah, that was it. And I kind of shifting a little bit from that. Like, so like we got Blazing like Raider Collection. What is it next week? Or next week,
5,
and then Blazing Dominion, whatever. So the new overframe stuff. So I'm working towards getting Wake Up out of my extra deck for some reason. Because I never play him, but the overframe art of that card is so
really
cool.
nice.
Yeah, I kind of just want it for a collection.
I looked at like Gamer's Choice, because Gamer's Choice usually has like pretty fair prices. But when I saw it was like $300, I'm like, forget it.
Yeah, no way.
No way.
Wait,
no,
was it
I'm sorry.
for the Ultra or the Starlight?
The overframes only comes in one rarity.
It's Ultra.
No, I think they have Ultra and Starlight.
Yeah. I only saw the Starlight for that.
Then
get the Ultra. Those are going to be the cheaper ones.
Yeah, I think the Ultras look better. If I'm being honest with you,
I don't need
low key. Yes, I'm just tired of Starlights personally, man. Everything has a Starlight. Like
they're not as nice. They're not as nice.
I think for the overframes, like I think it's, and I think this is where we might defer is the overframes. I think look better in Ultra just because of the full art. And I think for like the regular Yu-Gi-Oh arts, I think like I'm a QCR person, and not to mention I like the Ultimate. Like I have different rarities that I do love, but we all love shiny cardboard at the end of the day, you know. But I think for like the specific overframes, Ultra is the way to go because I think you can appreciate the full art.
Yeah,
you know, even the collector. I was against the collector's rare just because of the textures on the cards, but I think for an overframe collector's rare, that would be fire.
Yep, I was going to say that.
Yeah, I think that would be so cool. Like, take my money, you know, like
because
like, let me get it.
I just can't. I can't justify it. I can't justify spending that kind of money though on a card like that. Like, listen, don't get me wrong. I will probably, if once it gets released and give like a week or two, right? Because the prices will dip for certain cards.
Right?
Oh yeah, they always do. But I'm not spending that kind of money. I don't. It's not worth it for me to drop that kind of money on a card like that when I already have 2 QCRs already, which will eventually go up in value. Right?
Absolutely.
Like, they will, like I'm right now running Wake Up, but like you saw why I'm running Wake Up, because at the end of the combo I pop it to just to summon that card.
Right.
That's it. That's the only reason.
I
Wake
personally
Up is that card that it's you're like, I don't need it, but when the situation is there, you're like, shit.
I wish I had it.
Yeah.
I never play it. Like it never comes out. It's in my extra deck. You know, I'm like
Trinity's so much better.
Yeah, I don't know. And then if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'm not a collector either. You know, like I buy cards to play them, not to collect them. So I think if I was as a collector, I think maybe it might be worth it to get it. You know, because I do think because the pools on it are going to be so low, and then I think that's rough for someone that wants to play the game.
Yeah.
Does the overframe and for Wake Up, does that come in? Is it Grandmaster Rare? Is that what it is? They don't come in that rarity?
Grandmaster isn't being released. They haven't even announced it for the TCG.
What?
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So that's only in the OCG right now.
Why? That would be
we can go back to this whole like Master Duel. So I think the TCG Konami department is just like really incompetent because why is there a lag between sets being released, right? You can't translate it in like a week. Like it can't be that hard. I think it would be cool if OCG and TCG got everything at the same time, or roughly the same time.
Yes, oh my god, dude. Yeah, I think I made a video on that. I think like early last year, and now it was something along the lines of like a universal format where your OCG, TCG, and Master Duel have the same ban list, the same release dates.
We used to have that. We used to have that back when Upper Deck ran the thing.
Yeah, you see, I wasn't around for that, so I didn't even get a chance to experience that. And like I was looking at it, I was like, man, like why do we have to sit here and watch the OCG, enjoy cards that we can't play, and then we finally get them, they're moving on from them. And then at the time I felt bad for Master Duel because it's like Master Duel is still living in the past, and now it's the TCG. Now it's us,
Yeah.
and I was like, I feel like none of it makes sense. Like everything sell at the same time. Everyone get product at the same time because you see when you go to Worlds, they have different ban lists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like if you have a universal ban list for the Worlds, why not have it for everyone? Like I always found that weird. Now I don't dive hard into it, so maybe I just am not as educated on it as other people are, but I just found it to make no sense. I don't see where you get advantage from keeping us separate like that. So, I think I would
it's
change something like
from
that.
my understanding, the TCG and the OCG have two totally separate play styles. There is, and if someone in the comments or someone correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they don't play the same way and have the same kind of mindset we do.
But I think it's because they have different ban lists and different products available, right? Like if it was
Also different values too, how they treat the game.
Yeah,
Like I think
yeah.
that's I heard there's their values and how they hold to certain things are much different than we'll play all the toxic cards known to man just to shut you down.
Yeah.
Versus I think they're not as toxic, I guess. I don't know. I don't quote me on that. That's something I thought I remember watching in a
Honestly, I
video.
feel like that would be the opposite. You're saying because whenever I hear people are like a good player, they're usually Asian, right?
Yeah.
And they would be using the most toxic tech to win.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's I remember watching someone's video about OCG players. Maybe I'm just murmuring it. I'm listen. I muscle me no brain.
No, I think, I mean, I've never watched OCG play styles, so I really couldn't tell you how they play. The only thing I've ever heard is that, and it might sound really ignorant for these people to say, they always say like TCG players are better than OCG players. And like, because usually when we go to Worlds, we win. And I guess that might be due to play style, but you can't really say it's play style. It's what cards are available. Like if we had Max C like they did, we would be playing it. So like I don't know. And maybe we have different approaches to how decks run. But
That's really what it comes down to. Yeah.
Like, are we more aggressive to just get 19 disruptions, or does the OCG play more reserved? Like, I don't know. Like I never really saw a difference in play style. So I think it's just maybe luck of who draws whatever hands.
I mean, half this game is luck.
And maybe we're just better strategists over here because we might have more people playing. Like they may have more collectors over there buying cards, where we have more competitive play.
They have more ready access too. Their rarity system is much different than ours.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's so crazy how much better like it is over there as far as getting their stuff and their rarities and things like that. It's just insane. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see where everything goes. I mean, it's just we'll just have to sit here and just be the third wheel. Whatever that is.
We usually are. We usually are the redhead stepchild when it comes to getting things. So especially now with Master Duel.
Yeah. So like I watched your video yesterday on not running Mally. So I need you to dive into that because like I just don't think I'm a smart Yu-Gi-Oh player because I'm like my lines don't end up like that. Like so I always keep wanting to play it.
So I'll say this, and this will touch also on the other controversial thing I text you about, right? Okay. Just dropping Mally back to 2, and that same thing. So I had a video a while back. I don't know if you remember. Like I had to the deck did not run Mally, right? It ran Denier and Drawing. That was like I think it was a couple months ago. I think it's on there. I have to dive back and look at my videos, but it's on there. It's Mally with a giant X on it. So that's why I put it Mally 2 Electric Boogaloo. Right. So the whole kind of premise was like Mally is like a great card to search or whatever, but like you always end up working with it, and you can't summon Mally, right? You can't just really like at least you draw Mally, set it, and pass, right? You don't have it is more dead in your hand than it would be if you could just if it's your only card, right? Like it happens. There are times where your hand, that hand you played with the
Right. Yeah.
finale, like if that was at least a summonable monster, you at least can go into something, right? It was a draw hand,
Right.
if it was a denier, if it was. So my mindset was initially like I looked at I think it was Jaden BR or is it Omni, one of the two. One of the two posted a video, a non he a master duel with no lock or like minimal lock basically.
Right.
He was running a bunch of like remember like we were talking about like I talked about one like Ab Zero. So you summon you have SP Little Knight and you have Absolute Zero and that banishes and wipe the field on that.
Right.
And then you keep doing that every turn. Like that was a similar concept, but like he just didn't run it that way. He ran with the Exiton and the other rank 4 that you detach and you have the option of draw 2, skip your draw phase. Yeah.
Yeah.
60 something.
Yeah, 60 number 60 and so he ran like that, right? He ran it more just a generic just extra.
Right.
And he ran draw hand, right? And I'm like, oh, awesome. Like I'm happy and I promise I'm happy more people are back on here. Some people are finally waking up to draw hand because draw hand is I want to say like if you're not running Denier or Mally, it would be like the next best one.
Yeah.
He summons himself right back to your field.
Mm.
Now, initially, my combo was you make mass change, Dark Law on board, and have these 1 or 2 Dark Laws so you wipe their thing, right? I just got so tunnel vision, like, okay, I can still do all this. Like, yeah, you have to jump through a little bit more hoops, but the premise was it's still doable. But the thing is, in order for me to still get DPE on board, I still need Denier, right? Because you will need Denier plus that one monster.
Right.
So, because we don't have any other way to get basically a free summon from grave. We don't have anything else that freely summons itself. Like if we had something that would just act like Denier, right? Just freely summon itself. I think that would be great. Or just a way to, like I said, I still want to run like 1-for-1 and have like a level 1 Destiny hero or hero monster, just to like pitch it out to summon it. So that way you can again unbrick your hand. You have another way to unbrick.
Right. Yeah, it feels like with like Fountain, like part of me wants to run 3 of Fountain so bad. I know you can't do that, but it's just
so clunky.
Yeah, it's just but like on one hand, it's so good because like it just reveal it and then special summon a hero. So like you can get the Mally out of your hand that way or whatever. But it's like you said, if I draw 2 fountains, so I reveal fountain special, normal fountain, then if I go into something, I can't even use the Mally line. So it almost feels like you don't even want it. So I don't know. Like I definitely think there's other avenues to go down to get Mally out of there. But like in the current meta, like we were talking about 60 card builds, like Ferris is at 3, like Furnace I got at 2 along with drop, but like I got cards to get it out of my hand, and I think the big pushback on that is like everyone is looking to get rid of the evil heroes and then the vision heroes. It's like the lines, you still need them. Like
like you saw, like I actually I threw the evil heroes back into the build just because I wanted to just unbrick like having the Neospatians in hand, right? Like there's nothing says I want to unbrick like having that in your hand. Like if you're running this. So like it was more of a proof of concept, right? It really wasn't like it was just to kind of show like, hey, this is possible. You don't need it. And I never said it was optimal, right? I never said it was the best way to play it. It's just one of those things where it's like I like to showcase that you don't have to run the deck the way everyone else has run it to still have the same success rate.
Yeah. It's tough, like because like I'm probably one of the biggest like haters of the hero lock, but I understand why it's there because if heroes could just be mixed with anything, like we'd have more ban cards. Like it'd be ridiculous. And
imagine plasma being splashed into like other decks, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. And like
you still could technically splash plasma if you run chaos space or whatever it is, the one that send a attribute to the graveyard and add a different attribute back to hand that can't normal summon or set.
Right. Yeah,
Small world or something, right?
It's chaos. I think it's like chaos space or something like that. You send a light or a dark to the graveyard, and you add the opposite attribute that cannot be normal summoned or set.
Yeah.
It's the one that's limited at 1 right now. And that thing's not going to come back. Right?
No, yeah, absolutely no way. It's just, like if heroes have the hero lock, I think other archetypes should be that way.
Yes.
I think Dark Magician should be Dark Magician. I think Blue Eyes should be Blue Eyes. Like it shouldn't be this, pile decks. Like right now, I someone just posted a Mitsu Rise Your Fiendsmith, like all the and then
why?
it's crazy. Like you
when
can mix all these engines.
Is like you're wrapping something, like the deck name or what you're
exactly.
It's like you're wrapping a wrap sum. Maybe you need to calm down.
Instead of the Pokemon wrap, you got the Yu-Gi-Oh wrap.
Yeah.
It's a Ruby.
Yeah, I think we've gotten to a place in Yu-Gi-Oh where it's like we're just throwing engines together, and I don't feel like that's I don't feel like that's not Yu-Gi-Oh, like to me personally. Like when I put heroes on the table, like I'm playing heroes,
Right.
and I have hand traps or board breakers. That's it. My extra deck is heroes. Like I mean, it'd be nice if I could play, like SP and go into Typhon, things like that. Like it'd be cool to do stuff like that, but like there's no room for it because like the way the deck functions, it's so tight. Like you're just not going to do that unless like what you did, like you cut Mally, you cut down on certain ratios, and then here you go, you got Cosmo Neos. I think you added maybe let's call it more necessary bricks with the Neo Space.
The Neo Space. And at least here's the great the great thing about all those 3 Neo Spacings in particular.
They're homies.
Besides they're homies.
They're homies.
So what do you call it? Aqua Dolphin, discard a card. You can rip a card from their hand, especially if they have hand trap. If they have Ash, there's no more Ash. They have Droll, there's no more Droll. That thing's gone. If so he serves a function, right? He also gets a card out of your hand, and he's a warrior too. So you're not. So from my understanding, what the Cross Crusader and Devicer, you can't special summon. If you special summon anything that's not a hero, you can't activate their effects. But normal summoning still applies. That locks you for special summons. You can still normal summon him, ditch it, and then say it's a Mally or whatever it is, and then you get the effect off, right?
Right.
Then so he's good. Then Granbull alone is a free bounce. He bounces a body. So like you attack into something
way more often than people would like to think too.
Yeah, like unless you're going against Liger Dancer, you can bounce at almost anything. And that's it. And then Dark Panther is, I believe he copies the effect in his name, or is he copy effect? Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now
because Dark Neos is negate. The fusion is negate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. While from space in the feather field, this card's name is treated as a selected monster and gets the selected monster's effect. Yeah. So you can copy. So he can literally become whatever monster is on the say you have a monster that say you negate their dragoons.
Yeah.
You have 3 dragoons. They all serve a purpose, right?
Yeah.
They all are at least something to facilitate play. So you're not just sitting there completely dead in the water with these cards.
So, okay, now that we kind of got that out in the open, so all right, so now you have the Destiny heroes that are pretty much all bricks, every single one of them, and then now you have the Neospatians, which isn't as many. Let's just say post ejector, we're talking hypothetical. So you got what is that 4 Neospatians? You got 3. Okay, 3 Neospatians: the Dolphin, the Panther, and Granbull. Do you think that there's more of a payoff for the Neospatians compared to Mally? Because you can have Mally and you can obviously get the extra summons.
I had the build initially running 3 Mally at the time. I just slotted out a couple of cards. That's where initially I ran Prison. Because that third space I just told you guys about ran for third Mally. Though that's going to get onto another thing I want to touch on too. Which is I've just been running now just naturally, just because I just don't. It's not as I don't know. So we'll talk. So yeah, I think that just in general, the Neospatians, if you're playing Cosmo, so you have two ways to play the ejector. You can either play 1 to 2 Neospatians. Usually it's going to be Aqua Dolphin to send for ejector, right? I like to try and at least have a second Neospatian. So sometimes say you hard draw the one Aqua Dolphin.
Right.
You have a second Neospatian to work with. And if I was going to choose a second Neospatian, it would actually be Air Hummingbird. Because we pay half our life points, so if we hard draw 1 to 2, at least we can summon it, get some life points back, so we're not just like cooked off of burn damage, cooked off of just getting absolutely pushed per game, right? So that's something that I highly think that we should, like, if you're going to run it, like, it's not necessary, right? You know, it's still an extra brick, but if you really don't want, like, really scared of like drawing it, like you would draw increase, because that's my fear. Like, it's a second increase, but at least the card is better than increase, where you can play it. It has it serves a function.
So essentially, what I'm kind of wanting to lean towards is we're cutting pretty much the Destiny heroes altogether, but you put the draw hand, you put the one draw hand, because you can send draw hand with Furnace, because Furnace can be your level 6 or higher, and then you have your Neospatians, which can get into your Cosmo Neos or whatever. So you still have the DPE line, where I'm assuming you would still run 2 to 3 Fusion Destinies, because while that's not really a starter for you anymore, DPE by itself is, for most players, a pain in the ass. And then you have Cosmo Neos, DPE. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And so I think maybe there's a route to look at it like that, because like if I draw Furnace with the Neospatians, I can just get the Neospatians in the graveyard. That's not the biggest deal. And then you can still keep Fountain at, like, what is it, maybe one or two?
It depends upon the build. If I keep them at 1 just because I just don't have the room. That's really it.
Because I mean, the deck's still going to be, I think it still stays at 60. I feel between 50 and 60. Yeah,
that's why I said 50 is the new 40.
yeah. And then, like, for that line, so you said you still have the evil heroes in your build?
Yeah,
is that right?
I still put in the profile I posted. I didn't run them, but I swapped them back in because I'm just like relook at it right after, and I was like, I don't know why I took them out.
Right, and you're not summoning Cosmo Neos until your opponent's turn anyway.
Exactly,
with favorite contact, so it doesn't matter if you're hero locked, because like you're like, well, if I do this, I can't do Cosmo Neos.
And that's why if you get nibbed, it doesn't matter, because at that point you're just summoning him off the board, off the game. So
it takes nib out of it. Yeah, because once you get to favorite contact, that's it. Like,
exactly,
you're just getting your Neospatians in the graveyard at that point. So,
or in the hand, it doesn't matter, because they're
or in hand.
anywhere, as long as they are somewhere that are not in your deck, it's fair game.
You know, I had somebody tell me that was toxic. they said Cosmo Neos is toxic.
That's toxic.
Yeah, you want to talk about toxic? Like, you know how hard I got to work to get there? You're like, bro, like, you can nib me twice before I even get there.
It's getting easier though. I'm glad we got Ejector or Miracle. What's the little girl's
Miracle name? Ejector? Yeah,
Miracle Ejector.
I'm glad
that card changes so much.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they said it counts as always treated as an elemental hero.
They need to do that more often, man.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think. Right, dude. I want to cut Cross Crusader. I don't want it in the extra deck anymore. And I want to get out of because if you just run
Cross Keeper is a level 2 warrior, dark warrior, that you can discard him to summon a hero, elemental hero from your hand or graveyard. Executed, but when he's in the graveyard, he draws 2, and you put one at the bottom of your deck.
Oh, okay. See, I've never ran Cross Keeper, so
I used to, but I wish he should be treated as an elemental hero.
Yes,
there's no reason.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, so give us like a retrain of that. You know,
just errata it. Like, I'm sorry, this is one of the few times Konami should go back and like, yeah, okay, maybe we undertune these cards. You can just, that's all you change that wording. Instantly, the card becomes playable.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly, the card becomes like almost a 3 of in every deck.
Yep.
Yeah, and it just keeps on adding. and then we got the Wing Karibo level 10 coming. You know, like so.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of things.
hated
Like
that little guy, dude. He's like really good in the deck. He searches
yeah,
all our
Everything.
spells. It's so good.
yeah.
You could
It's
one
gonna be
one of
fire.
each. Like I I think I don't think I've posted it. Showed you guys the 50 build I had of that. It's so like you run one Fusion Destiny. You can run well, like it's such a cute build, and you can even run the other Karibo one too. The one that if you would think you're attacked, you can summon him, and then you add a Karibo to hand.
Yeah. That's. I think you're gonna see that more in Dark Magician because I think the other one I think it. I forgot how that card reads. I'll have to go check it out. But yeah, I know like the new BLS deck runs it, and
Yeah,
they'll do
I
that, and
went against
they'll
it the
get
other
out Dark
day.
Magician. Yeah, and it's really good. You know, I think it is universal. It just has that Dark Magician clause in there, and I was like, those kind of sucks. You know,
Yeah,
like
I'm trying to see if I can find Flute of Summoning Karibo or something like that, but that
it doesn't search it. I
No?
tried it.
Oh, okay.
I went to play test it.
It has to be specifically Wing Karibo and Karibo.
Or Karibo, yeah, that's so stupid. But there is a card that does let you search any
Sabotail, the
Karibo monster.
Philosopher Stone.
Besides that,
Oh.
no, you have to have a Karibo engraved for that. But that's actually a really good card too. But it's Generation Next. Now the downside to that is you can't activate the effects that turn, right? It's either you special summon it or you add it to your hand.
right.
You can't activate the effects that turn. So it's your life points have to be lower than your opponent's. That's the and you summon a hero or a Karibo monster from your deck. Either add it to your hand or summon it to the field. Its effects you can't activate its effects that turn, right? That's like the big clause. Like it just can't be. You can't use it basically. It's kind of a dead card, but it's something that you can use to search out. Now that's not this. You win Karibo, yeah. No, it's not to say the fact that you can't just like get to your hand and then have something play. Like I don't think it locks you from actually using it also as a material too. So say like I don't know, you activate Fusion Death, Hero Lives, right? Now you're down 4,000, so that's basically everything in your deck. You can get almost anything to your deck at that point too.
Right.
So you can get any of your fusion targets, stuff like that, which is usually what I would use it for.
There's a new card because you guys were talking about what's it called Cosmo Neos, right? There's a new card. It's called like it's like a King of the Swamp retrain.
Oh yeah, where I think it's like
you reveal a fusion monster and then you can send the fusion material from the deck to the graveyard, and then that card's name becomes that monster's on the field.
Yeah.
It extends it. So or actually I think you banish it from deck to
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for Cosmo.
Right.
It doesn't matter. So getting Cosmo Neos is like so easy.
Yeah, I think that's going to be something you can integrate into the deck as well. What is that like what type is that? Is that a warrior or
I think it's aqua. Is it aqua water?
I think it's aqua spellcaster because it is it looks like a spellcaster.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, technically speaking, you also just do it with King of the Swamp too. Just discard it, and now you don't have to worry about not being able to send any of your other stuff too.
Theoretically, it might not work that way though, because you're not technically fusion summoning, right? You're special summoning it.
That's what I want. I have to look into that too. Like, I that's my only concern is will it restrict us?
Yeah. But okay, so we use that guy, right? What, the King of the Magician Swamp or whatever his name is, and then we use Miracle Excluder, so that we already have two of them in the grave or banishment, and then we can use what's the Prisma? That's already three right there.
Yeah, Prisma. Yep.
Or like I told you before, I was running over fusion. Because that's like why it's like the whole end of the combo thing. Because that way I was like I would just summon Spirit, add overfusion, play overfusion, and then but also at the same time too, if you open overfusion, then it's same thing. You don't have to then waste your wake up. So everything's independent, but it gives you different options because like I'd rather just like, okay, do I really want to waste the normal summon? right? Or do I just
Right.
want to just do that? So that's the other thing. Like the or you can run like Neo's Fusion, but at that point, then you have to really like worry about
Yeah.
But that's also why I run in the build as the specific build I was running Dangerous, because Dangerous is a Destiny hero, is a dark monster, dark effect monster plus a Destiny hero. So say you already had DPE on board, or better yet, too, say you've already done that. Say you don't want to go into the wake up line, you can then, and you have Fusion Destiny in hand, you can Fusion Destiny for Dangerous. Say like you already make sure you had the extra poly in hand, right, with the level 6 or whatever.
Right.
Then Denier in that. So now there's your third. So there's your monster. Then you summon back Denier, poly into DPE, and there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the deck was I thought of basically like outside like the one or two cards that constantly get like can switch back and forth. The deck was just designed in such a way where you can play it optimally without losing. Now, to go back on one thing I will say, and this is my other controversial take, run Mally at 2. Drop Mally from 3 to 2. That's my hot take.
Yeah, I mean, and you can obviously do that because you don't need the extra summon. If I'm being honest with you, like you can summon Mally. What is it? 3 times if you have it. If you got it at 3, because Denier puts it back in the deck.
Yeah.
Like if Denier's putting it back in the deck anyway, you're getting an extra summon. So
exactly.
That's how people were running it anyways, right?
Yeah, and like at one time, that's how it was being ran, and it ran just fine.
Yeah.
Like all you did was add another brick to your deck. So it's like, oh, we need that extra summon. It's like, well, you know, I mean, you want to summon one extra time, or you want to draw another brick.
Yeah.
You know, you want to be like me and draw all 3 of them. Yeah. then you have no summons. Yeah, it's wild. So yeah, I don't know. I think you can either, like you said, drop it to 2, or just cut it. You know, like just keep Denier and put Draw Hand in there, and then now it is all dependent if we're getting Ejector in the new Battles of Legend, which obviously it's looking like we're not, but things can happen. You know, we can be surprised.
If they don't, then I'm just gonna run back to running it at 3, just because like it just doesn't just drop Denier and just run it at 3, because at that point
I'm not gonna lie. You said that was a hot take, but like your original take of no Mally was hotter than that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So the original the no Mally take was the super spicy
that
one.
Was spicy.
Like, oh, that was scandalous. This one's like lukewarm after that.
Yeah. It's just like this dude just said he doesn't play Mally. Now he's talking about putting it too.
Yeah. It was like, okay, guys, I was crazy.
I'm just saying,
put Mally at 1.
What's the meme? What was it? Was it the Tangled meme where all the swords are pointing at him?
Yeah.
Like,
that's right. Now, if you just said something like put malicious at 1, then like I think we'd be like,
listen.
Bro, no, please don't even mention that.
Mally at 1? I'm not that
dog.
I mean, to be fair though,
no. There's no point you can make.
There is one thing I would say. There's one thing I will say, and it's not Mally at 1. It's Mally at 3 with Celestial Observatory, which is discard a level 6 monster, draw 2.
Yeah, you could do something like that, and then you could also run Plasma at 3. You know, like there's different things you can do with your wild takes, but it's.
You want bricks? I got a list of
people
bricks.
Were running Plasma. I saw people running at Plasma too, and running 3 D-Force.
Did it work?
It did. Well, because it was like you had 1 Plasma, double Plasma, or whatever. Yeah. So I think it was Carlos Talamantes.
Plasma is pretty easy to out though now with today's meta. I mean, you Forbidden Droplet, right?
You still target it because that thing D4 stops it from targeting, but it doesn't matter because you've targeted it anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think the meta is just too much for that route at the moment. Now, maybe in the future when cards like Fallen Virtuous and things like that kind of get out of the game, like because I do think that's coming, because like them being able to just use Fallen to send Ecclesia is just crazy. Just shuffle something off your field. It's just ridiculous.
With no lock.
No lock.
Exactly. And I was running it too, but my problem was I just never drew it. Like I drew it like when I was playing when I went to locals, I never drew it, not once.
Yeah,
So I like one time I drew it, one time.
Yeah,
And it
like-
helped me.
like I special summon Ferris and I'm locked into heroes for the turn. Like you can send 2 disruptions to the graveyard and it just
That's
ruined
it.
my board. Like that's insane.
So I will say this, right? Because I think I was looking at the discourse with people saying it's more what is it called? It's a higher skill ceiling that cards don't lock into archetypes, but I think it's the opposite.
Yes.
I would say so. Yeah. Like, well, I'm sorry. No. Like, if you can splash any engine into the deck. Like, I'm sorry. Excuse me. What? Like, how is that a higher ceiling?
It doesn't
Like, you literally like you just pivot, and that's it. There's no design. Like, listen, back in the day, yeah, you slapped whatever monsters you could into the deck, right? Back in the very beginning, but because there was no real form or function, right? But you still had solid strategies. There were still like you're playing goat control, you're playing beatdown, you're playing deck out, you're playing Exodia. There was still like in a weird way an archetype in a play style you were playing, right? Nowadays, it's just whatever slop. And don't get me wrong, I'm not completely against like having 1 or 2 engines that mix together, like lore decks, right? They kind of mix within each other, right? And to a certain extent, I understand that. But even then, like you should still have like, okay, you're still locked into this. You can only play like these types of monsters.
I think once you get like a really good extender, or once you get like a really good boss monster, locked out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. It's so I saw when I went to YCS Houston, I played Shark Ryziel, and I didn't 100% dislike that version of the deck because it was all rank 4 XYZs compared to like Ryziel Fiendsmith, where they could set up Caesar or Desiree and stuff like that and still go into their Ryziel combo to just make it just ridiculous to play against. I don't disagree that engines can mix, but like you said, like if you got to a boss monster, that's it. Like you're locked into this. This is what we're doing. Like for heroes, if it's like if the lock was like contrast, like once this gets on the board, like you're locked into hero fusions. I think that's all we got, besides links. Like you're locked into hero fusions. Branded was almost there. Like they're sort of on the right path, which I kind of wish we were like them, where you're locked into level 8 fusions. So if you want to mix with something, you have to be running level 8 fusions. I think that is fair. I don't think that's too much to really hate on. But then you have us where it's like it's hero. Like you can't summon anything except hero. And most of our power cards require that. Like I can't even enjoy the masked heroes because like it's like reveal, search poly, cool. You're locked into heroes. And it just kind of sucks, like, but at the same time, like we said earlier, if you could mix heroes into anything, it'd be broken. It would be ridiculous. All of our stuff would be banned.
I think the other thing too is Furnace is the hard lock. You can't activate whatever. But ironically enough, even with Ferris and Evil Assault, their wording is for the rest of the turn. Which means that can and I really feel like if if Cross Crusader and the Vicer were the same thing, or for the rest of the turn.
For the rest of the turn, yeah.
This would be a moot point, and we would be just fine.
Well, that's how Ryziel got away with it, because it was for the rest of the turn. You could do everything you wanted beforehand. It's just for the rest of the turn, you couldn't do this once you use this effect. And then the stipulation was if you had something other than an XYZ on the field, you couldn't even use X's effect to search. I think that's fair. X Ryziel is a very powerful card, but it does have limitations on it. And I think maybe that's how your locks and restrictions should go, instead of just hardcore, you can't do this. Like Cross Crusader, like if I even special summon out the hand, that's not a hero. Like you can't even do
it afterwards. You can't even.
Yeah, like, it's just wild that's just kind of how it's just us. I mean, other decks may have it. I mean, I might sound a little biased, but like, I just feel like it's mainly hero that's like that.
Yeah.
You see all these.
I can't think of another archetype that's as restrictive as we are.
And then the other thing is they talk about our support. Like, well, heroes get support all the time. Okay, we get. Okay, let's.
Oversoul? Do you want me to give you an oversoul?
Yeah,
it's like we have just enough to make it to rogue, right? I think we are going to be a solid rogue deck.
Like, I think. Okay, so like Blue Eyes got a whole ass structure deck, and then they got the Primite engine. Like, obviously we can use it too, but like they got a whole structure deck that changed the whole way that deck is played.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I personally think that heroes don't need to be played the way that they're played now. Like,
yeah,
I don't really love Floodgates. Like, Dark Law is my favorite card of all time, but I do think heroes need to move away from that playstyle. Like, I don't think it should be Plasma, Dark Law. Like, I think DPE is fine because it pops a card and pops another one.
Same thing with Shining Neo's Wingman too. Like, same thing. He pops. He disruption.
Right. Like, if it's one thing that, like, what is it? It's Shining Neo's whatever. Like, it gains so much attack and it can't be destroyed by card effects, I believe. But it can be banished. It can be sent. Like shuffled, whatever. Like, that's not bad. Like, I don't mind going to. I think Omni Negates. Like, I teeter the fence on that, because if you get too many Omni Negates, that's just ridiculous. And
I agree.
I personally like I don't mind, what is it, Koki, whatever. It's like that Magnet Warriors are running. Like, it tributes itself to be an Omni Negate.
Miru something.
Yeah, but you have to get rid of it to use it as an Omni Negate.
Yeah,
that's how Omni Negate should work. Like, Dragoon is absolutely broken because not only can you not target it, it can't be destroyed by card effects, gains 1,000 attack if it destroys the card.
Yeah.
So like,
but that's all the Dark Magician players have, to be honest. Like, I want it banned, but at the same time, it's like, dude, they're kind of fucking.
I'll say one thing. Like, if it's just Dragoons on board, Dragoons and maybe one other card, I have no problems getting over it if I have like enough, like, just like half gas, I can get over that Dragoons, right? But if they have like Dragoons plus like a full board uninterrupted, then yeah, you're cooked. Because Dragoons isn't the problem.
Let me let you in on something. Dragoon plus Secret Village against heroes is toxic.
But wait, here's the thing.
How is the card not banned, by the way? Every time.
Here's the thing, though. Guess what? We now have a spellcaster, though. They can suck it.
We don't have anything yet.
That's a good valid point,
sir. We don't have anything.
It's like, actually, sir, we don't got nothing in the TCG, sir.
Yeah, in the TCG, that card's not even announced in a pack yet. So like, or any set. So like, we don't have anything.
We'll get it in 2027. Don't worry.
So someone actually, on one of the locals I went to, someone played Secret Village on me. I summoned my Droll and Lockbird just to get over it.
Bro.
He's a spellcaster?
Yeah, that's a spellcaster.
I summoned him, and he's like, what?
Yeah, me and Dark Magician Tactics are like really, really good friends. So like when I play against him, like he was doing the Secret Village lock. And so like I would cite in my Effect Veilers, my the Drolls, and any type of spellcaster I could find. Like I would just to waste a normal summon so I could go off. But then you have Dragoon, and then he was doing it with like what is it, Shining Sarcophagus. So he was able to get like Hoop Harbinger and things like that. So like it was rough. Like it's hard to get over that. So Dragoon, Hope Harbinger, and then Shining Sarcophagus negates a summon or destroys a summon from the graveyard. Mm-hmm. So like you waste a Mally. So like it's hard to play through that. So like you waste your normal summon, and on top of that, if you don't have like gas to go with it, it's tough. Yeah. Like you almost have to do normal summon and then chain Droplet to like a normal summon, I guess. I don't know. Like it's rough.
I had to do that with anti-spell fragrance. The guy flipped it on my draw phase, and I top decked Droplet, and I was like, I have to do it, otherwise I'm not winning this match.
Yeah, it's just tough, and it is what it is. But like, yeah, like I do think floodgates are bad for the game, but like I feel like, I mean, since we're hero players, we have to do it because that's all we got. Exactly. Yeah, of course we can do contrast, but can you even really call that an Omni Negate? because it only negates face-up cards on the field. It doesn't
Yep.
negate hand effects. It doesn't negate graveyard effects, banish effects, whatever. Like it's just on the field. So maybe that's more of the direction that Yu-Gi-Oh could go. I don't know. Like,
Destructions. But now they're printing more cards that rip it from extra deck too. You see the new Invoked support. Like, why? I'm sorry, I can't.
Every time I
That to
see
me-
good support for a fusion archetype, by the way, I get really pissed off.
Yeah.
We don't get that shit.
yeah, I agree. And like you talking about the extra deck ripping, like Cool Tunes, like bro, they're going to be able to rip 4 cards out of your extra deck.
Mhm.
If you
That
don't
is
stop it.
wild. That is insane. Like
It literally, there's nothing you can do.
right.
Like, and the thing is,
And
like,
then-
even what Ash, like, it doesn't stop them. Nothing.
Now
I'm gonna complain too, because that fusion that you guys are talking about, right? So it's I think it's the fusion, right? It's a super poly target. It fucks over fusion decks because you can just super poly fusion monsters from your opponent, right?
right.
And then it rips their extra deck.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at the extra or the super poly targets that we got, the favorite heroes, and they suck
Right.
compared to that. Like
Yeah.
we can fusion summon in the battle phase, cool, and then
Yeah.
we can get a pot of avarice. That we want stuff in the graveyard, right?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just
It's the
tough,
banishment we want to get rid of. Like,
It's like they give us pretty art cards. like
yeah,
like awesome, we got favorite whatever as a fusion super poly target. All right, cool, it looks good, but how does it play?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like our dilemma. And then
it's like
these like not to just keep shitting on Cool Tunes, but like not only can they rip your extra deck, like they can control what you draw for turn. They can put
Yeah.
like if you let's say you were going to top deck a card that would really play well into it. Nah, fam, you're going to put that on the bottom of the deck, or I'm going to banish it. That's insane to me. Like I was telling Fitfather the other day, I was like, it makes me not want to play this format.
Yeah.
Like it's just toxic. Like if I sit down to try to play whatever I'm going to play, and I'm automatically losing 4 cards out of my extra deck if I have no interruptions with heroes. Like that's insane. That's
and the crazy thing, it's all when they're sent to the graveyard for the synchro summon, I believe, right? It doesn't matter if
I have to see how that function works. I don't know if that's on send or if that's on summon. I'm not 100% sure.
I believe if I remember correctly, almost all of them are on send for synchro because because their summons just cycle them, but they can synchro from hand.
Yeah.
So that is like, okay, that's really cool, right?
No.
Yeah.
I think it's, but like,
thing.
No.
but it's like, okay, cool, you can do that, but then they get all these crazy effects on top of it, and it's like, what?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I have a way to fix heroes. All right. Just slightly off track. Instead of take away our polymerization, take away our mass change, take away all of it. Everything hero does we contact fuse. Everything we do we contact fuse.
Contact fuse from hand, contact fuse from grave, contact fuse from.
No, you're getting crazy. Contact.
I didn't say all that.
Yeah, I didn't say all that.
We have everything is just find mana for hero. That's it.
So it is very, very. Then I've been shitting on decks really bad today. So like against Branded, and they put Albaz on the field, and they just like, okay, Albaz effect, cool. Let me super poly your field away, and that's so aggravating. It's so toxic. I absolutely hate that. And then I think it's Cartesia can fusion from field and hand, like their field and hand. And I was like, man, why don't we have that? Like, not only is branded fusion broken for them, like let's say like Fusion Destiny is kind of like our branded fusion, and then let's say the new Master, like they give us another Master Hero card. Is it like, let's say, was it Gust, Master Hero Gust? Like you can on special summon, you can fuse from hand or field. Like I think
cool.
that'd be pretty cool. Like because then you can dig into your fusions that you don't require. It's like not needing poly. You still run it, obviously.
I was gonna say that because you can play through the generic cards like Secret Village of Spellcaster, right?
Yes, yeah. And then so like let's say you summon Master Hero like Gust, and then it says you can fusion summon from hand or field, and you have another Master Hero card, like you say you have Fountain. So you go into Contrast Hero Chaos. So then now you have an on-field Omni negate, so now you can get rid of an annoying floodgate.
Mhm.
Yep.
So like I think that would help in that kind of like setting. So like, you know,
or just free summon a mass hero. Like this card, you can when this card is summoned, you can special summon one mass hero from your deck. Period. Hard stop.
yeah, you could do that too. And it's just you need to find more ways to kind of help us out, because without poly and without mass change, what can we do?
I think the mass heroes are like going to be like the way to go, and like the way they retrain certain cards. Like my biggest issue with Ejector, right? Outside of it just being the Neo Spacians, right? It could have been a hero, but I get what they were going with it. It should have been from hand or deck.
Yeah,
That was the thing. Like, because other cards that act just like Ejector do from hand or deck. So why can't we get the same courtesy? Like,
well, okay, stay with that. All right, so let's say like, all right, let's Dark Magician. You know, like they have Magician Souls. Like they can literally send Dark Magician and then special summon it,
Mhm.
or special summon itself, whatever. So now for like, let's say Ejector, you can send one warrior from deck to grave. I know that's pretty generic because everyone, it's all warriors, but whatever. You can send Shadow Mist, special summon, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. You search, you say Chain Link shuffle, or you add Ian shuffle, and then search a hero to hand.
Mhm.
So then you can chain block the go get Ian shuffle. So either way, you're getting to a Stratos.
Mhm.
Whether they ash
You're not
the
asking for permission.
yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Your consent is not necessary.
But but this is what other decks are doing. You know, like that's the option that they have, and then you make it an inherit summon where it's like, I can't stop that. You know, because because Magician Souls, if they want to send from deck to grave, that just happens. You know,
Yep.
you're not stopping that.
And the only inherent thing we have to send is prison.
Right. So,
But
like, I think that would have been. Now, I understand you don't want to copy the effects of other cards, but I mean, you can only do so much. You know, like there's only so many routes it can go, and I just don't think adding another Brick Jar deck was the way to go. Like, Dolphin can do the hand rip thing, but like, we're not running Dolphin for that reason. Like,
exactly.
I don't want to use my normal summon on that.
Just to
So
I 100% agree with you. It
Instead of making it warrior, right? Elemental hero or Neospatian.
Yeah, okay, then something like that. Yeah, absolutely. I can get on board with that.
Yeah, and I still say it should be from hand or deck. The
Yeah,
other thing too is like, okay, back to my other point when my big issue I mentioned with running with draw hand, right, was once you use that effect, you can't get it back from the graveyard. So we need a hero that acts like Liquid Soldier, right? When it's not just a normal summon, but we need something where it's like when this card is summoned, right? Special summon one hero from your graveyard.
okay.
That would be it. It doesn't like you can even they can like just they can even say one non-fusion hero if they really want to be jerks about it, right? But then at that point, you could just summon it back.
Yeah.
Right?
Would you say a 1 level 4 or lower hero monster would be better? Make it more specific. Yeah.
1 level 4 or lower hero monster from your graveyard. Special summon it to your field. You can even say its effects are negated if you really want to be jerks, right? Like
you're really jaded. You're like, I know Konami is gonna find a way to screw us.
Exactly. So like, because I'm just thinking how Konami will think. Like, it's like it is the monkey's paw. Like everything hero gets is the monkey's paw, right?
Right.
Or like, it's like for every good thing, right? You get this really good card, but here's the bad effect that comes along.
All right. Here's the stipulation. You know, like
okay, the new hero support, the HERO Hero Flash, right? Not just Hero Flash, but the one that down. Because it's not even a hero card, right? Because it's
I gotta look.
You can't even search it.
Wasn't the effect kind of decent though? But you can't search it.
It's okay. Yeah. What makes it good is the Monster Reborn effect. Reborn any hero. Elemental hero. It has to be elemental hero. So they're alone, right? But like if we had like the Earth one, right? Because Earth is like, you know how like attributes tend to stick to like that thing, right? Like Fountain, I think it was actually kind of cool, the special summon from hand, because it goes along with Bubble Man, So I see where they're going with that. So like for wind would either Crow is like banished to summon, right? So the wind one
I don't
was
think I
that?
can read the effect. It
I
might
can't.
be a mirrored, isn't it? Huh. All right, but
I can't even read it.
the effect is activate one of these effects. If your elemental hero monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent.
Yeah.
Target cards your opponent controls up to which actually it's elemental hero.
Yeah.
Trinity
Yeah.
would have been good.
That's like that goes off of All Righteous Justice. So the attack boost is 8 Sheeted Heart. Or it's
imagine Trinity with that effect,
bro.
And this is exactly like the only thing you could do would be Wake Up, but like I'm sorry, or like or actually no, you could do Shining Needles Wingman with that. Take the piercing damage to them. Then on top of that, you burn them for whatever it is that the attack is. So you are wiping them completely, right?
Yeah. So the other effect, it has 4 effects, so you can choose one of them. Target cards your opponent controls up to the number of E-hero monsters you control and destroy them, which is pretty decent.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
Because contrast chaos is counted as an elemental hero, so that can go together.
Yeah.
Add to your hand or special summon 1 elemental hero monster from your graveyard.
It's not terrible.
So recycle a little bit.
But only elemental heroes again.
Exactly. See, in therein lies the fundamental flaw.
Okay, so this one's really good. The 4th effect: elemental hero monsters can attack directly this turn.
Oh, it is an OTK. It is an OTK number. That's the other one.
Shining Neos Wingman. Good luck. GG's.
Punching through.
How know how easy it is to get that thing over 8,000 attack?
Yep.
And it says it can attack directly. So, like that's pretty cool. So you have the option to do it if you want to. So like if you just needed to clear something and make them take extra damage or something, like if they had a toxic monster on, feel like Liger Dancer, like you don't have to attack. Like you want to get rid of that Liger Dancer. That's great, but like you're not going to see Liger Dancer right now. But
it's just I think
it's like you can
don't matter.
You can get Neos. You can get that up to what? Over 6,000, like 7,000.
No, I've gotten it to 8,000. I've gotten that part to 8,000 because the thing is like you're dumping so much into your extra deck in your graveyard, right? Because it's 300 per monster,
right?
Not just hero monster. Hand traps, neo-spacings, you name it. Anything that has a monster in your graveyard, that thing is getting boosted by. And if you have Sunrise on board,
favorite hero.
Yeah. And then you what's the hand trap hero monsters? The 2,500 Shining Wingman, whatever.
It's Honest Neos.
Honest, yeah. Boosts his attack with that as well. Another 25, bro.
No, I think it. Yeah, it's 25, right? Is it 25 or
25?
25. Okay. I thought it was where it was Honest itself.
No.
That'd be busted. That'd be busted if it was Honest.
That would be so cool.
Like Honest Neos isn't a bad card. Like the thing is, he's not bad. He's not a bad card, but again, he's just not.
It's just situational,
Yeah.
If he was counted as like Elemental Hero Neos, then that would be.
Oh, that would be so good.
That'd be so good. This card's name is always treated as Elemental Hero Neos.
Right. Yeah, dude, that'd be really. I mean, you could just detach it in general on your. If you were going first, just to get it, Elemental Hero Neos in the graveyard for favorite contact. If you didn't have a way to get to your regular Neos, like I think that'd be pretty cool.
And then you could run. You don't have to run like the Neos as like and you can just run like any other vanilla. You can run like Clayman, Sparkman, whatever. To wherever your heart desires, as like for the vanillas for like some of those effects, like Infernal Rage, and you wouldn't be hard restricted on that. I think that'd be great. Like I said too, like okay, in Rush Duel, I was looking through cards. They have one. They think there's a monster called Fake Neos, right? He's basically Neos alias. His effect is the top of your deck to your graveyard. This card's going to become Elemental Hero Neos. Free. We need something like that.
Wait,
we need a better Neos alias.
Fake Neos?
In Rush Duel.
It's a Rush Duel monster. Actual monster card, or was it like a skill card?
It's a monster. It's a monster. I believe it's called Fake Neos.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to research that one.
when I look up like cards, like when I type in like Neos for like quick searching for the thing, Rush Duel cards always come up in like the
Yeah.
skills.
Oh,
So
Rush Duel. Okay. I'm thinking about
yeah, it's Rush Duel.
Duel. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I wish. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, but we need something like that. We need something that just we need retrains of these cards that are just going to work. Okay, Neo's Conductor, right? The Neo, like one of those weird Neo Space like monsters, the one that you discarded to get Neo Space from deck to hand, right? When they made those, or with Neo Space Conductor, where it's like you summon him when he's normal summon, you summon an elemental hero Neos or Neo Spacian from your deck to your hand, and you contribute him to summon a Neos from grave.
Right.
Like, what about a retrain of that? That'd be pretty cool, right? Same thing as Ejector, but
I'm waiting for the retrains of the vanillas, but make them effect monsters, but also treat them as vanillas.
like Gemini's, right? They'd be Gemini. They
Yeah,
basically
Gemini archetype.
Like, so they are effect monsters. You don't have to summon them and then summon them twice, like a Gemini monster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. They're Gemini's without being Gemini.
Yes. Yeah. So that way you get the effect of the lightning golem, the new lightning golem, and the new flame wingman. But then I want them to have like additional effects. So if they're used as a fusion summon, you get like perks, right? Like maybe the Avion reduces all the monsters on the field on your opponent's side by half. Their attack by half. Or whatever.
That's gonna make Promite so much more sweeter. If they gave us something like that, that'd be crazy.
Like this name is always like this name is always treated as elemental hero burst Generatrix, and it's always treated as normal monster.
Yeah,
that would be like. And here's the thing too, like you know what the crazy thing is too, and I always wonder this, right? Because I believe there's some legal stipulation. I always wonder if like we make all these custom cards, but because we're making them, there's some sort of legal loophole where Konami can't actually now make them.
I don't know. I
always wonder that. Like, is there like
No, because the person would have to sue them, and I would imagine people that make custom cards would want Konami to make them, right? Like
but then someone the counter argument like, oh, well, I made this card, you took my idea, now give me some compensation for my idea.
Well, I think you have the right idea, but I do think because that's Konami's product, like they can make whatever they want. Whereas my custom card is just like, cool, I'm glad you made something that's really cool. Thanks for the idea. You made it public. You didn't what is it? Not copyright. Well, it's when you
trademark it or something.
Trademark it. Yeah. You didn't do the right things, but if you would have, they would have sued you for copying Konami's product. Like that's a weird way to look at it, but you know,
I feel like there is something because like I remember back in like I'm not bringing up a random franchise. I believe it was Five Nights at Freddy's, the fan games or whatever, right? Like something along those lines. Or something. I remember something, or it was something to do with someone's writing or someone's idea or something they made where the company couldn't do that exact thing because they made it like that. I don't know. I don't know the legality. Maybe I'm misremembering it. You ever have a memory, right, of something that's almost very specific, but you just feel like there's something off there.
Isn't that called something actually? It's like the Mandela effect.
Almost. I think Mandela is like if you remember something that didn't actually happen, like the Berenstain Bears or Berenstein Bears. Don't get me started down the rabbit hole of Mandela effects. This is gonna be a much different video.
I agree.
Generatrix did not have a T.
Bro.
Oh man.
Javi, do you compete like in the advanced format like at all, or do you
No, I'm a filthy Master Duel player, but I really only play like once a week. To me, I like playing, but dude, it gets really depressing when you don't want, because I really try to make my deck like unique, and I think it's pretty good, but then you go up against people with like very degenerate pile decks, slop, what we've been talking about.
Same problem applies.
I can't like justify in my head going into a game and spending 10 minutes where someone's just playing, whatever.
Yeah,
like, all right, let me go do my taxes. Let me start, scrolling on my phone. Like,
yeah.
So like me and my brother are both Yu-Gi-Oh guys, but he's, like I said before, he plays nothing but Master Duel, like kind of like how you do. But I think he plays a little more often. But like we were kind of getting in a conversation about why, like, he enjoys Master Duel over in-person Yu-Gi-Oh, which, like I was like, it's cool that you like it and you love it, and that's your personal preference. But he personally's like, like I don't have to travel, like I can just play, because they have tournaments all the time for Master Duel.
Yeah.
And but like he started like kind of ruining his own point about it, because he was like, the only difference is we play, one match compared to, best of three, this and this. And I was like, but when we play other tournaments, like you can have a side deck, you play the best of three or whatever. And I was like, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well play TCG Advanced instead of just playing Master Duel. And also, that's his only hobby. He only does Master Duel. Like me, I lift weights, I play golf, I play Yu-Gi-Oh and TCG Advanced, and then I'm dabbling One Piece and have a YouTube channel. Like, so not to mention we both.
One Piece?
I want to.
Mm.
I want to, but I don't think it's going to get to that level.
Okay.
I don't know enough about it to really jump into it. I went to a sneak peek and had so much fun. And this was very, very recent, like 2 weeks ago. And I had so much fun. So like, I think in my Yu-Gi-Oh off season, like when like regionals aren't really happening, YCSs are kind of like just too far, then, like if all I'm doing is playing locally, then dabble in One Piece, like I think it's cool. I think it's something to kind of make me want to keep playing cards. And then I was kind of talking with Dark Vision Tactics about this, is that, in football and baseball and all, they have off seasons to where they need a break from playing ball. They need a break from, give their body a rest. So for Yu-Gi-Oh is very, very mental. Whether you're playing Master Duel, TCG Advanced, OCG, whatever, like you are mentally spent, no matter if you just go play a locals or you play a YCS. Sometimes I think you need that break.
Yeah.
Where
that's me.
It's like, I did that for this past regional I went to in Mobile. Like I took a break from Yu-Gi-Oh for like a week, maybe almost 2 weeks, where it's like I still paid attention to, like, I watched like y'all's videos and like stuff like that. But as far as me physically touching my cards, getting on Omega and things like that, like I need a break. Whereas if I wanted to keep playing something similar, like it's like playing, like NBA players go play flag football in the off season, because it keeps you competitive, and it makes you want to play basically the same type of competitiveness. Whereas One Piece, One Piece could be that for me, Then that's kind of how I looked at it, and I'm glad I did. Like I'm not going to go drop money on it like I do for Yu-Gi-Oh, obviously, but I'm not going to put in the time to that like I do for Yu-Gi-Oh, because Yu-Gi-Oh, like I just love it. Like it is more strategic. It is, I think it's a little more toxic, but it's still,
every game has their toxicness.
Yeah, it's still my number one love. I enjoy making the recordings of it, and I think I look at One Piece as my off season. So I feel like, and then I'm older too. I mean, Javi, I don't know how old you are, but like I'm in my 30s. I know Fitfather's in his 30s. Like we're older guys.
I'm pushing 40 soon, man. I got like.
All right, old man, calm down.
It's like, yes.
Back in my day, Sonny. Like I know. I took a couple.
You young whippersnappers.
That's right.
Back in my day.
Like I got, and like as far as it being that taxing mentally, I think you can take breaks from it, because that kind of flows in or bleeds into your normal life. Like, like we all got young kids, and like I don't want that to affect what goes on with there.
Exactly.
Like I have other priorities. Like so if I'm giving 1,000% to Yu-Gi-Oh, when I come home from work, like it benefits me because I do get off really early, so I can give more time. But
God bless that man.
I don't want to, in a sense.
But see, when you're saying like that, though, you get off early, yes, but you already put in the 8 hours, and you have to wake up early, right?
Yeah, so mentally you're taxed. Although like I have stretches of times where my job's not hard, you know, I'm still, I had to wake up at 3:30. I had to make that drive to work. I had to physically work for 8 hours. And then, yeah, I have my whole day. But when I come home, like I go, like I work out, you know, that takes time. You know, then I got to, you know, take care of my son, you know, like make sure he's being taken care of, that I'm being there, I'm present. I don't want to always be in my room looking at Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you know, like
Exactly.
you know, it's not a priority for me anymore. You know, so if I get to a point where I feel like, you know, I think I'm a little taxed, you know, like I've been running combos for hours and I don't feel like doing this right now. Take that little break and then I'm right back into it. You know, fitness is the same way. You know, like I love working out. That's probably my favorite hobby out of anything I do. And there's
It's
times
not
where I'm
just a
like,
hobby. It's a lifestyle, man.
yeah, like, there's days where I'm like, bro, I don't want to do this. You know, like I need a break from it. Like I have to give my body a chance to rest. You know, I think as much physically and mentally that comes in all phases of life. So I transition from different things, but like I'm just a guy that dabbles in everything. You know, it's one of my fatal flaws. I just
That's
love
not a flaw.
everything.
You're having different, your toes dipped in different interests. Like for me, like my sub interests are like obviously lifting. It's a lifestyle for me. So like I come home, I wake up at anywhere from 4:20 to 4:30 in the morning. I scramble out. So I have an hour's drive into work. So that's an hour's drive, and that's with no traffic, right? Not to obviously
Right.
point out where I live, but just traffic.
There's
And then
traffic at 4 in the morning.
well, no, there's no traffic for me getting in though. Like I leave at 5:30. So by the time I get ready, like I have like I'll get myself make sure I'm packed. My coffee. I have my coffee. I have this morning coffee. I have my morning routine.
I'm gonna hear it again, and I'm gonna catch it now. Go on.
I have my morning routine. You know, so that's I make sure like my wife has a cup ready for her to go in the morning. I just little things like make sure certain little things are like ready. So I give myself enough time. Like maybe I'll do like some bicep curls in the morning. I run downstairs to basically do some bicep curls. I'm trying to like now like incorporate like just spend like 10 minutes like reading the Bible in the morning. So like just trying to like get that a little bit too. And then so I had that hour like that's like 45 minutes to an hour drive in, and then I have traffic on the way back is absolutely horrendous. I can and it's a roll of the dice every single day where it's going to be I'll be home within an hour, right, which is the average, right? Or I'm home in an hour and a half, or if I'm really unlucky, I'm home in 2 hours because there's an accident, people don't know how to drive, or just whatever, right? So I did so I'm losing almost my entire day, not because I'm at work, but because I'm driving.
Right.
So then I come home, I work out for like half an hour, 45 minutes. And then, whatever's left time is scrambling to get myself packed for the next day.
So, really quick question for you, right? Because you are in the car a lot. I've always wondered this. Are there any workouts you can do safely in a car?
No,
right?
no.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I would not recommend it either. No. That's the ill-advised. But for me, like I managed to find a workout that literally gets me the results I want while still time. Like so, like I'll do real quick. My workout, like I've said it before, I work out Monday through Friday, right? I pick whatever it is, like it's chest, deadlift, squat, shoulders, and Friday the last day is like accessories. I'll do like upside down crunches. I'll do like shrugs, little things. Or if I miss something during the week, I just didn't have the time, right? So I'll pick like a weight that I know I can like burn out to. So I'll do like my working set. I'll just do like 1 or 2 warm ups and go right into my working sets, right? And I'll do like 3 or 4 of those working sets. Whatever the number is, I get. I usually do like 5 or 6, just to like keep for power, right? And then I go into like whatever else is like it'll be like skull crushers for the work tries on the chest. And then bent over rows because you kind of want to like work the lats a little bit to get that squeeze in for chest. So it kind of works back a little bit. And then I follow that process, but I'll do those like I have a number like 60 is my number I usually go to. So I'll rack the weight, whatever it is, for a thing I can kind of like do like multiple of, and then stop, give myself like 15, 20 seconds, go start hammering it in, stop, give myself, and I just keep going until the number is hit. So even if it's like I'm doing one stop, and you actually get the same result you want because you're taxing your body. So it's a slightly lighter weight, but you're burning yourself out to a point, right? You don't want to do that on a heavy weight. You got to do that with something you naturally can do it for like 10 to 12 easy. And then if you start feeling it's too easy, then you just go up by 5. You don't want to go up by a crazy amount, right?
Well,
but I do that for every workout.
You don't want to do that with a heavy weight, but heavy weight, if you do that with a heavy weight, you get built bigger, right?
You get strength.
Okay.
So you
get stronger.
Weight equals stronger. Lighter, like moderate to lighter weight, will give you like tonus and some bulk. Right?
Yeah, a lot of guys
need both.
A lot of guys make the mistake of thinking that if I bench press 300 pounds, I'm going to be a mass monster like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that's not how it works. It's it can, but it's all diet, legit.
Diet, exercise.
You literally have to be in like a calorie surplus, eating so many grams of protein a day, and there's a lot more that goes into it than just being pick heavy things up, put everything down. Like it's it's a lot of mental thing there too. Because you can physically go do the strength, you can physically go do the workouts and stuff like that, but if you are mentally weak in the kitchen and all that, your workouts are basically it's a moot point. Exactly. So there's a lot that comes into it. So I have an answer to your question about safe workouts in the car. I have one. So if you put a stress ball or a forearm thing where you're squeezing, like driving one hand squeezing or whatever, then you can work on your forearms and grip strength. So
all right.
That's fair.
You can actually put what are the it's not a barbell grip, it's there's a curl bar. Like you put the thick grips on the curl bar or whatever.
Oh, the fat grips. The fat grips. Yeah.
Put them on your steering wheel and just squeeze the whole time.
I mean, listen. Remember that one video I posted where I was talking about when you're instead if you don't have weights, take your muscles, squeeze your hands, and just contract, and you squeeze slowly in. You can do that for any muscle movement you want, and because you're squeezing so tight and like straining it, your body's acting like it's working out, and you're getting a very similar result. You're not going to get the strength, but you're going to get a pump.
So I think what's really cool is I think it was maybe 2 or 3 days ago. So I have a Discord with my locals group, and one person put in there like, "Hey man, like just wanted to have like a personal moment of reflection where what you call it, he walked like 30 minutes on the treadmill or something like that." And then one person said, "Yeah, I've been doing this. Yeah, I've been doing that."
I think we lost Javi for a second.
No, there you are. I had to close the door. My girl's here.
Oh, good. No, like they were talking about like what they've been doing fitness wise to get in shape, and I was like, "Bro, we about to have the most in shape locals." Like it was really cool because then like me and Dark Magician Tactics are big workout guys too, and so like they lean on us or ask us, like about advice and things like that. It's really cool. It's something else to bond over while playing Yu-Gi-Oh. We're really close knit group, and I really enjoyed talking with them about that the other day because I try not to push that because we've all been to locals, we all know what's there, and a lot of these places don't care about their look, they don't care about their health things like that, and you do you. We're all adults, and then so I don't ever push that. I never push anything I believe on anybody, and for them to come out and like ask about it, I thought it was really cool.
That's awesome though. Seriously, like that.
I do want to touch on that actually a little bit here because it ties back into what Fit was saying with his troll, right? With the guy just bashing he's talking about his religion and his love. And then someone took the time to hate on that, right? And I do think a lot of people in the Yu-Gi-Oh space, they're kind of miserable people.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, but there's a decent amount of them. And working on yourself and being comfortable with yourself will prevent that. And that's what like working out will be an avenue for that.
Right.
It is. It's 100%. Like just a good diet. Like you don't have to listen. I understand like times are tough for everyone and nothing's easy. Nothing is easy, but also at the same time, nothing worth having does not come without hard work.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And it doesn't even have to be anything fitness wise. It could be religion. It could be, just getting your 10,000 steps a day. Like any little thing that what promotes improvement can put positivity in what you're trying to get done or your mental mindset or something like that. So
and take small steps. Like, and for anyone, like, listen, don't start jumping full head in. Take small steps, get yourself acclimated to a pattern change, because you have to change your patterns first before you can start making the bigger changes. Set small goals, and once you reach those small goals, then you can start adding more small. And eventually, if you break it up into smaller chunks, it becomes so much easier. Like, today, I'm going to do this, right? So that way, if you don't do it, you're not disappointed in yourself. And you don't feel like, man, I failed this. I'm worthless. Nah, just take it in smaller steps, and is like it adds up over time, and eventually you're going to be better.
Yeah, I have a quote on my phone that I read it every day. It says, "Consistency without discipline is merely just a dream," and the two have to coexist with each other. Like you can't do one without the other. It's good that you're doing one, but if you're not doing the other, it almost feels like you're kind of wasting your time. And so I read that every day, and I try to emulate that every day, no matter what I'm doing. Whether it's editing a video, I try not to shortcut things, or if I work out, I try to at least give my full effort. Like you said, times are always tough, so that you can't always eat chicken and broccoli. You can't always eat the healthy option. We have kids, and like they don't eat what we eat. Like
exactly.
So if I got to sit there and eat damn dino nuggets, then so be it. Like I will. But
you can still watch it. You can still, like, hey, I don't want to eat. You look at look at the box. Look what the serving says. I think that's the other thing people fall to is like, wow, I'm not looking at the serving sizes, right? They just throw whatever it is into the thing and like, well, that's it.
Well, yeah, that too. And like if I always said that you should change lifestyle habits before, like you said, just going full blown into it, jumping in the water. Like don't stay away from sugar. Don't eat fast food. Don't eat processed sugars. Like clean up
also,
little things.
Fast food is not even worth spending the money on anymore. Like you'll get the same price bang for your buck at a diner now than you would going to a fast food restaurant.
Let me tell you something. I love Raising Cane's. I'm a big lover of Chick-fil-A. Like that's my jams. So we finally got a Dave's chicken that's like 30 minutes for me that I'm gonna go eat this weekend because I want to go eat it. And I also have always promoted, if you want something, just go do it. Don't punish
it's legal as long as it's legal. Don't.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's diet.
No drugs. No drugs. That's my big thing.
If you have a craving and you want to go eat something, don't beat yourself up. Just go eat it. It's okay.
Don't go crazy with it though. Like, say if you want ice cream, don't go big. Just go smaller. And there's your.
Nah, fam. I go all the way. Nah, fam. No. Like
I can't lie to this.
I pick and choose my battles. So if I say, and I always kind of pre-plan what I'm going to do. So like, I don't make my wife do what I do. I don't make my son eat what I eat, like whatever. If my wife says we're eating sushi tonight, guess what? I'm eating sushi tonight. I'm not going to argue with my wife. If
sushi's amazing, so you wouldn't argue that one either.
No, but like if I because there's sometimes we have like I'm sure y'all got frozen custard up there, but like we do frozen custard every couple weeks maybe, and I know if I'm going to go eat frozen custard, I'm going to eat a lot of it. So throughout the day, I prep knowing I'm going to eat that. So like I have protein goals that I have to hit every day. So yeah, that's kind of how I kind of pre-plan for that. Like I'm not gonna not live my life and eat and drink what I want.
Exactly. Don't deprive yourself of like something. If you want to treat like have like a cheat day or something like that, you can't deprive yourself of that stuff because then you're gonna literally like
you're gonna have a miserable life.
Yeah, I always say if you're not competing, like if I was in bodybuilding, then yeah, I would absolutely not eat any of that. Like there would be no junk whatsoever. And but I think if you're in just year round off season, then yeah, go eat a pizza. If you want to go to Five Guys and get a hamburger, like whatever, go eat it.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, don't
moderation.
Don't eat pizza. Don't eat ice cream. Don't eat that all in one day and then complain about, like, you're not seeing the results. It's like, well,
I think
you gotta do it yourself.
Right. Was it like the study was showing where people who said they were in a caloric deficit were never actually in the caloric deficit to begin with?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, and that's something too. Like, and I was arguing with somebody at work about this. They were talking about like I ate a donut one morning. They were like, "Oh, you ate your donut. You ruined your diet for the day." I was like, "Well, not really, because there's like 300 calories in this donut. My maintenance is around like 2,700 maybe, and I was like, I could eat 2,700 calories worth of donuts, and I will not gain an ounce. Promise you,
Yep.
that's how it works. Like that's like if I eat 2,000 calories worth of donuts and my maintenance is 2,700 on top of working out, I'll lose weight." And
Yep.
he was like, "No, that's not how it works." I was like, "It's not healthy, but that is how it works."
You're gonna have other health. You're gonna have other things that go along with it. But when it comes to weight gain and weight loss, you'll be fine.
Yep, calories in, calories out.
Calories
That's
out.
literally
How
Yep.
do
Like, yes,
you
are there
think
better?
it worked though? That's kind of interesting.
It sounds
Yeah.
counterproductive, right? But it does work that way.
Think of it.
Now,
Yeah. Go ahead.
so basically, it's like, yeah, you're not gonna have. It's not the healthiest thing, and you're going to feel like crap for it.
Absolutely.
Because what you put in your body does matter. So there are such thing as better. There are better calories than others, right? And also, your body will not metabolize everything as needed. So, like, I believe there's certain foods like you have to look them up, but certain foods you won't take in every bit of that food's
Yeah.
nutrition.
Yeah.
Some things you'll absorb better than others. That's why like we like go in on like chicken and all the proteins because like the body will absorb not like I believe it's almost 90% of the nutrients from that. But some foods you'll eat like that's why certain fibers, right? Like the carb content will be natural, like will be crazy, but you look at the net carb, which is what your body will actually take in, and then everything else will get
Yeah, absolutely. If if you're like, "Drew, I want to lose weight." Okay, cool. What's your maintenance calories? I mean, everyone is different. It's all about your active level and whatever. So like that's why everyone says like they base your diet off of a 2,000 calorie diet because that's what the average is. But let's say someone like me, like I'm around 27, 28, somewhere in there because I'm a big guy. And so if I said, "You know what? I want to cut maybe 5 pounds. I want to lose 5 pounds." Then I'm going to eat like 2,400 calories. And over the next 2 months, roughly I'll lose 2 to 5 pounds. Like,
and they're sorry.
Yeah. And then it does matter how you do it. Like I could obviously, like I said, I could eat donuts for 7 straight days of 2,400 calories and I'm going to lose weight because I'm still working out and I'm still running because you're burning calories too. So let's say I eat 2,500 calories. If I burn 500 calories working out, then I've consumed 2,000 calories. Like that's calories in, calories out. And whereas the way you do it properly, like I'm sure Fitfather knows it well too, is it's like I take in around 220 grams of protein a day. So I make sure I always hit that, which that equals out to like I think that's around 900 calories. So 900 calories out of my 2,700 are protein. So, outside of that, those, what is that? 1,500, give or take, 1,700 calories. I'll eat whatever I want if I wanted to. I know I could do that and safely maintain my muscle mass. So like
I do around like anywhere from like 90 to like 135 depending.
Yeah.
0.8 to like so.
What do you weigh? You don't mind me asking.
I'm right now. I fluctuate anywhere between like 158 to like 165.
Yeah.
I'm happy there. I don't want to be. I think I told you guys like when I did that my very last competition was a couple years ago. I dropped down to 147 for powerlifting. And that was I was disgusting. I was like I saw like the size here, but it was like I was sunken in. I didn't look good. Like that's why I'm happy where I am, right? I don't want to go. So like I actually will counter. Like I'll like if I notice I'm getting too low, I'll start eating a little bit more to put myself back up. And if I see I'm back up again, I'll bring myself back down. So I like to keep myself within that space where like okay I'm too high now. I'm risking the cusp. Let me soft like let me not eat as much now to bring myself back down. Okay, now I'm back down to where I want. Okay, now I can safely have a little bit more and keep myself there. So I ping pong back and forth, but it's a healthy ping pong, right?
I just maintain. I try to just keep my frame. If I start feeling a little pudgy, which I kind of do now. But like, I know I need to cut down a little bit. You know, just kind of dial in a little more. You know, like don't eat out as much. You know, try to drink more water, walk a couple more steps.
That's a huge thing. People underestimate the amount of like you need to drink water. It's going to flush everything out of it's going to flush your system. You need it.
Yeah,
because then you're retaining water too if you don't drink enough.
Exactly, because your body's starving. Like it's in survival mode, so it's just gonna hold on to it. So you don't realize how much water weight you actually hold on to.
Also, another thing too, I want to point out too, and people are now finally like really coming to the health benefit is fasting, and I preach it. Not it rebuilds your. I believe they're starting to say it starts rebuilding certain cells. I believe that they're starting to find this out. Like there are so many benefits to the fasting, it's crazy. And I'm not saying you have to go like a 24-hour fast, but like you can do like an 8-hour window, right? Do like multiple 8-hour windows. Like, okay, I'll eat steps, not eat for 8 hours, eat a little bit now and then. You know, like that. I eat all my calories like in the morning. I'll have my breakfast and lunch all in one shot right in the morning, and then just wait all the way until dinner time. Because if I don't sit down with having dinner with my wife will end my existence.
That's insane to me. There's no way I could do that. If I do fasting, I do it a different way. So I do from 10 to 6. So like,
okay,
I eat my first meal at 10 o'clock, and then I eat my last meal at 6 o'clock. So like anywhere between 10 and 6, I eat. It doesn't matter what times, I just eat. And then from 6 o'clock till 6 p.m. till 10 a.m. the next day, I'm not eating anything. That I'm just fasting, chugging down water, anything like that. Anything less than like if I wake up in the morning, I'm just starving, then I'll drink a cup of coffee. You know, because it's less than, I want to say that's less than 50 calories. Anything more, you done broke your fast. So so I think I look at it like that. If I couldn't wake up at like so you wake up at 4, you said around 4?
4:30 ish. 4:20 to 4:30.
Yeah, if I wake up at 4:30 and I eat at like 5, there is no way.
Oh no, I eat. I eat when I get to work. That's the thing. So that's around like I work from like 7 to 3. So I'll eat at like from 6:40, like 6:30, because I get there like early enough. Because like if traffic hits, I'm screwed.
And then you don't eat till dinner?
Don't eat till dinner.
That's wild. There's no way.
The exception to that is if I know my wife is not going to be cooking, then I'll have something for lunch, and then I'll eat like the rest of the day. That is the exception to the rule, right? But I'm also that weirdo. Where I'll have if I have a sweet treat, like a cookie or something, I have all that right in the morning. So if I want all that right there. So at least it's burnt. Everything kind of like burnt off. By the time
you're not getting out of this one.
No way.
Listen, I'll lean into it too. I'm gonna do my next deck read as Joy Wheeler.
That's right, Wheeler.
Wheeler.
Get bullied. I got bullied by Heroes Forge today.
You can't bully me. Trust me. My wife is my biggest bully. So there's no way.
Flipping all that.
That is amazing. No, go ahead, Avi.
I think fasting is probably the most accessible way people can get into it too, because it's I think it's easy, because if you group it with
it's easy and hard. It is both.
But I mean, when you're asleep, you're not eating, right? So that's
but during the day is where it becomes a problem. Like so your body is always going to fight you to go back to what it normally wants to do, right? It really is. It's going to fight you back. It's going to like, okay, my wife's finally getting herself back in the gym after God knows how long. And she's gonna kick my ass for talking about this, but like even then, still, like after she worked out, she's very hungry, right? But that's but it's natural. She's doing cardio, she's doing stuff. Your body's going to
that's natural.
Yeah, your body's going to want to fight you to go back to what it was at because it was so comfortable with that, and that's where the discipline kind of comes in.
Yeah,
where it's like you have to be like, no, I can't do that. This is not,
I used to not to cut you off. I used to like to stay with that. I would go through those same problems in the morning. Like I'd wake up starving. I need something to eat. A lot of times when you're hungry like that, you're dehydrated. So I would just buy extra bottles of water to keep in the house and just chug a bottle of water. And then like it just instantly like fills your stomach up. So then, you alleviate or relieve the feeling of being starving to where you're like, okay, I'm not starving anymore. I can get through this.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
what is it? It's 21 days to start and kick a habit. So like once you get it for a few weeks, it's
Yep.
nothing. It becomes a lifestyle. So yeah, absolutely. So
You know,
100%.
like for me, like right now, I gotta start like they just and not just it's not even just fitness too. You can apply that to just about everything too. Like if you say like you want to start reading a book, right? That's same thing for me with the Bible. Like, all right, I'm gonna start taking 5 minutes to like 10 minutes, read some small areas and just do small little things, right? Or like say you wanna start working on like a project or something, or working on like a new hobby or something like that. Go into something small, right? Like
Hmm.
little like any if you start tackling things in again small increment, like I said, when you do it consistently, it becomes a habit then. It's like
Yeah,
your brain.
absolutely. Yeah. I don't really do that in the morning. I think I'm just so focused on so I really focus on prepping for the morning, and I live 15 minutes from work, so I'm
Yeah.
very spoiled with that. And so like I have like I have time goals in the morning. So like I have 10 minutes to get dressed, this much time to do like, your brush your teeth, all that other stuff. And then get your lunch ready and packed, which I'm already packed in the night before.
Yeah.
And then that lets me know how much time I have to get to work. I'm always focused on that. It's never really the eating, the drinking water or whatever. That's not until I get to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when I get to work, like you assess what's happened the night before or what's been going on early in the morning. It's like, okay, cool. Now I can go settle into my routine. So then it's, drink the coffee, drink I drink energy drinks. So I do white monsters. That's my dirty habit. My wife doesn't like it, but it is what it is.
People are going to be
And then,
typing in, he eats donuts and monsters. What?
no, well, the white monsters are 0 calories or zero
Oh,
sugar, so they're 10 calories.
All right.
Um,
That's not terrible.
yeah, no, I don't drink the sugar filled monsters where it's like 280 calories and it's like 50 grams of sugar. No, I don't do all that.
it's pure sugar.
Yeah, it's pure sugar. Like I think it says on the
Yeah.
can to shake it before you even.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't want
wild.
grains of sugar in your mouth. Shake well.
Yeah, shake well. Yeah, like I don't drink Red Bulls. I don't drink. Yeah, I stick to my
Yeah.
monsters and that's it. And then which I do track my caffeine too. Because that's something that and it's a double edged sword because caffeine is good for you. It's not bad. Like it helps stimulate the brain. It helps do a lot of things healthy for you. Boost your metabolism. A lot
Yeah.
of good benefits of it. But if you flip it, like your heart is constant. Like it's not good for
Yeah.
your heart and stuff like that. So
The
I try not to.
quality.
I try not to go over 350 to 400 milligrams of caffeine because a lot of stuff does have caffeine in it. So like my monster is like 150, I believe, and then yeah, and then my
You do
pre-workout.
multiples, don't you?
Yes, he does. Do not let him lie to you. He does. Yeah, and then my pre-workout's 200 milligrams. So like, there's a lot of things. There's certain things I track all day: protein, caffeine, and then fat content and sugars. Like carbs, I don't worry about. Give me all the carbs.
I just got to notice I have to start lowering my voice. The kids are
Oh,
napping.
keep it
So
down.
I can't keep it down. Yep.
Keep it down.
Yep. I'm getting too excited, getting too rowdy.
Yeah,
So
but yeah, bro, like that's essentially how like my days go. That's kind of where I'm at as far as mentally and physically. Like schedule is always going, and everyone's like that. It's not just me, so like to kind of circle back to like the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, I do need periods of time where I just need to be away from it. And it keeps me loving it. It makes me not feel burnt out. So like if there's stretches in the Discord where I'm not responding or something like that, I'm just staying away from Yu-Gi-Oh. So
Oh
like,
no, I'm the same way, and I think everyone should. Like it is
yeah.
yeah,
really healthy. Like it's not our job. You know what I mean? Like this is a
Yep.
hobby, and
Yeah,
you should
exactly.
treat it
Yep.
as a hobby. If you're bored with it, that's fine.
Take a break. It's
Yeah.
okay. There's no shame. Like
And
my sorry.
no, I don't mind talking about Yu-Gi-Oh when I'm having times where I'm away from it, like because like me and Fifth Father text all the time. Like like I have when I have my stretches where I'm free to talk. Like cool man, let's chit chat about it. Cool, no problem. But as far as watching like combo videos on it and looking at the
Yeah.
new decks coming out, like I stay in tune with it, but I'm just like I got a couple buddies that want to like play test and like nah man, I'm no offense, I
You're
just
cooked. You're burnt out. Like you
yeah,
need a break.
I need a break. And they're like, oh yeah, no problem, bro. Like let's start talking about fishing, we start talking about working out, like whatever. So
Mine is retro gaming. That's my thing. Like whatever.
I do love some Call of Duty. I do like getting on there and just getting dubs, but I flip.
Talking.
Yeah, bro. Bring proximity check back or proximity chat back. Like I need it in my life.
These
I
lobbies are so much fun though. Come on, like
old lobbies. Oh my
Yeah.
god, people would not survive these COD lobbies like back in the day.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, dude. Yeah.
They were those are the good times too, where it's like someone cursed you out. But you know what though? You knew what it is. You know what it was. Trash talking was it. No one trash talks. No one has that feeling where it's like, you know what? Again, it goes back to that thing I was saying before. Where like my buddy who got me into powerlifting, he got into a fight with the guy that became his best friend. That doesn't exist anymore.
Mhm.
We don't live in that society where two people can have an argument, they duke it out, and now they're best friends afterwards, right? Now it's you sue each other. It's horrible. You can't say what you want to say, and like we grew up like I grew up on sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me, right?
Now is
Yeah.
what's the word? Something is violence. Words are violence. Something like that.
Like yeah, if you make a declaration about threat against somebody, yeah, but I mean, saying an opinion or saying like I don't agree with you on something is all of a sudden this horrible thing. I'm like, I'm sorry, no, like, oh, it, okay, you know what bothers me too, and something I see, and I'm gonna change it to a different game, but like, okay, I posted this in the group chat before, right? My opinion on the Pokemon video game, right?
Pokemon.
The video games, the video games,
Pokemon. Yeah.
Pokemon,
Mhm.
Pokemon.
I haven't heard of that game.
What's this Pokemon thing? No, but like, I used
I've
to
heard of
play
Pokemon though.
Yeah.
It's the Pokemon.
Pokemon.
No, but I would play the video. I would play. I try to play competitive video games, right?
Yeah.
And something that just I see constantly is people are saying that genning your Pokemon is not cheating. Like, and I see it all the time. Like, oh, you can have like hack mon. It's like, but yeah, it's against the rules and regulations. Like almost everyone
Correct.
does it. Everyone hacks their mons. Everyone does it, but yeah, it's still against the rules. So in my personal opinion, right? Like, okay, I don't care if you have like a ROM file, right? I don't care what you do. Like if it's your own, if it's not going to be used for competitive nature, you isolate them, you quarantine those two things, right?
Mhm.
Like if this is your game, you have all the hack stuff, you want to replay and just go through and just give yourself whatever, right? That's fine.
Yep.
You can do that, but you can't bring those into your actual competitive games. You can't bring like that. That has to be a separate like thing. Like, you can do whatever you want to. Like, if you want to have fun, whatever, and do it on the side. But like, and that's for me too. It's like everyone's like, oh, it's a time sink. It's like, okay, well, guess what? Okay, you're part. You do bodybuilding, I do powerlifting. It's the same thing. We can't take proxies into Yu-Gi-Oh and say it, right?
Right.
We can't. Or like, if case in point with steroids, right? Like if you're taking steroids and you test clean, but you're still taking steroids, you're still cheating. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You're still getting a competitive advantage to get somebody. And time and practice is a competitive advantage.
It's the rules, right? Like the rules make it so it's actually
Yeah.
competitive and people want to do it. Like it's a challenge. The rules make it the challenge. Right?
Exactly.
If there are no rules, where is the challenge?
Exactly. Like you spend the time grinding and getting the resources you need. And I was like, oh, it takes so much time. Like, yeah, we don't have time. We're all adults. I agree with the lot. I understand the logic, but that you make your time.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is about playing games like that is like those are handheld on handheld devices. take it up and go. Take your 5 minutes to go do that. Take your whatever. You make the time. If you want to do something, you will make the time. You make the time to go to these events, right? Like case in point with like they have Showdown. Make your team on Showdown. If you like your team on Showdown, then you grind the resources, put the resources into that. Like that's I'm sorry, no. If you are hacking your mons, and that to me is just a thing where it's like I don't want to get into a game where I know actively everyone's cheating, right? It's like one of the things I stopped playing Destiny 2 for. Everyone's constantly cheating on PvP, but now that's a whole different animal in of itself.
So I'm just curious, how did your wife give you that note? Did she slide down to your door?
There's a door right here.
Okay, so
like I said,
door behind
like
you is like another door.
No, that's the closet door. So
okay.
I'm in my like I'm in my.
I was confused about that too because he went on the right, and I'm like, wait, what?
So there's a door to my. So my wife was very very specific about where I angle this camera.
Yeah, well,
smart. There's a lot of really. That's why I have the background. By the way, if you guys want to figure out how to do the background, because there's so many weirdos out there.
So like in my room, like this is my like man cave or whatever. So like anything in here that doesn't bother me. Like now, I wouldn't do this in my. That's why I don't have any pictures in here. I don't have any like pictures of my kids, my wife. Like I don't have any of that on here. So I definitely understand like as far as the angle for that. I was like, I wonder if she slid it under the door and like,
she did. Yep.
Okay. Your wife is awesome.
Yeah, she is. I'm like I get. Like I said, I can't. I don't want. Like I said, I don't want to bring up the thing that I text you guys about, but you know, she's ruthless. I love her so much, man. I thank God every day for her.
My wife picks on me all the time. She the other day she's like, because I recorded some video and I walked in the other room. She said, "What's good, old guys? He here was 4." Yeah, I was like, bruh. Yeah. Yeah, she makes fun of me like that. Yeah, she's hateful.
That's love right there. Listen, if you can't roast your husband or your wife, then they're not meant for you, man. That's it.
I'm telling you, just giving me hell for no reason.
That's it. You know what? That's all.
Like, can't a man enjoy his hobbies?
That's right.
No, not without some backhand comments. That's it. She's like, nerd. She's like, I can't believe I married you. I'm like, yeah, exactly. You knew what I was about.
She
cosplayed.
So like I do have a vlog I'm gonna do. Me and D Tactics are planning like a fishing trip or something like that. And there's like a thing I want to do, like a little short vlog video of it throughout the time we're going fishing. Is like, hey, what's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? Hey, you know, like I call his wife Queen Tactics. And yeah. And so like my wife, her favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card is Totally Awesome. And yeah, you know, I was playing Shark Rise Ghost, you know, Totally Awesome was in there. And she's like, that card says Totally Awesome and it's a toad. I was like, yeah. So she's like, that's awesome. That's like totally awesome. And it's stuck with her forever. And so like it's just little funny things like that.
Yeah.
And but yeah, dude, she even every like so often she's like, what's going on, guys? E-Heroes 4. Yeah, like she's hateful. Absolutely.
So what's one of her hobbies? Now you gotta like roast her back, you know?
Yeah, she all right, so in Louisiana we have Mardi Gras. So we have like crew of like Bacchus, a crew of this, crew of that. So she does parading. And so like she's in a group called Crew of Celine. And so like throughout the year she's doing stuff for that. So like we have like Mardi Gras balls, you know, you put on a suit, whatever, and a tux, and you go and do that. But that's like an all year thing. So that's all she does. And then she likes social media as well. Like she's got a lot of followers on like TikTok, Facebook, and all that. So like she does like short reel funny clips and stuff like that. So like every once in a while I'll walk in on her like doing something stupid in front of the camera, and I was like what are you doing?
What a loser.
I'm filming a TikTok. You know? And then now that we got the runt, you know, like so like we do stuff with him, and like I do funny videos of him all the time. It's ridiculous, and so now she's starting to do it. So it's yeah, and then she doesn't do hobbies like me. Like I'm a big nerd. I like you know, like the DC and Marvel stuff. You know, like I follow that. Obviously, we play Yu-Gi-Oh, video game stuff like that. She is more of like she likes going to like brunch, and she likes going to nice places to eat and
With her pinky
shop.
out.
She's a woman. She loves to shop. You know, like that's what she does, and then she loves her wine. You know, like she loves going to like breweries and stuff like that. So yeah, we're on different ends of the spectrum as far as that, but like we both obviously love sports too. Like, I'm a big sports guy, so like we like going to like Saints games.
What's a sport?
Yeah, been trying to get her to go to Vegas for Mr. Olympia. I've been trying to get her to do that, or go to Orlando for Mr. Olympia. Things like that. You know, it's a blend. She loves her Hallmark Channel. She loves watching her sappy love
That's
movies.
Still a thing?
Oh, bro. Yeah.
What?
Absolutely.
That's crazy. They don't have a streaming service or anything?
You mean you can watch it on like Netflix has that all the time. So where you can go watch Hallmark movies.
I think someone actually broke down like every Hallmark's movie ever, like like the subcategories, and you can like literally like spin it, like put some sort of like whatever it is together, and it would actually come up with an actual like already pre-existing Hallmark movie.
And then you know, like I like to play jokes too. Like I'm a big jokester, and so like at work, like I do like jokes that no one understands. Like I put on like horror movies in the ER lobby, to where anyone coming in to do lab work or blood work, they're sitting there getting their blood pressure up.
Oh my god! So you're screwing up the results, man.
Put on like Friday the 13th or something like that.
Why is their blood pressure so high all of a sudden here?
Yeah, it's like,
I have no idea.
Did you eat something this morning? Like you're dude, it's so funny. And like I'm like one of the youngest guys I work with that I work with. Like on my my team or whatever, like everyone's in their like 50s and 60s. So like I call like my work staff my nursing home, like my little personal. I'm running my own little nursing home over here. So like every once in a while we have a group chat and stuff like that. Like these old men are in this group chat, and so like I'll send like a message for a link for like nursing homes and stuff like that. Like, hey, what do y'all think about this? You know, aging cream, and you know, this year for Christmas I'm gonna find some walking sticks for all of them, some canes.
You're brutal, man.
Bro, it's little things like that. It's all love.
Seniors just want to work, okay? Leave those poor
little senior citizens.
Now I feel like grandpa right over here. I mean, I'm pushing it, so.
No, don't argue with me. You get your blood pressure up. You know?
It's already up there. It's already up there.
That's right.
I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna close. I'm gonna end this thing, and I'm gonna walk out there. I'm like,
that's it. That's amazing. So yeah, they and they're all like war vets and things like that, and
so nothing phases these guys.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, you mess with me, I'm gonna set your PTSD up.
The high blood pressure is just like the star, man. You're gonna have flashbacks.
I'm telling you, watch. It's amazing. I'm telling you, dude. Like, I gotta get through my day somehow, so I gotta mess with somebody.
Those poor man. Oh man, I feel bad for him now.
Nah, bro. Like, I gotta make them tough.
You gotta remind them of what they went through.
These senior citizens are too soft nowadays. All right.
That's it.
I'm pretty sure those guys are hard. I'm pretty sure those guys are harder than most people.
Oh my god! And like it's hard to like you do. It's all right. So like all of our conversations are like they're all political, and it's what I did back in my day. You know, you kids are soft. You know, it's like they give it to me too. You know, like they give me a hard time, but you know, like I like to throw my little old man jokes in there. You know, and then I work with it's really me and like one other person, and then I got my two supervisors. So like the one old guy that walks around with me, everyone calls him my shadow because he's with me everywhere I go. So I was like, come here, Lewis, hold on to my pocket, so I don't lose you.
He doesn't even know what that means, right?
No, absolutely not. It's amazing. I clown so hard every day.
You got it, man. Listen, that makes the day go by. It makes life.
If I could get somebody to film how my day goes, it'd be so amazing.
It's just the office, but like a hospital.
Yeah, essentially, it's like I think maybe Scrubs is maybe the closest thing to it.
Yeah,
it's like
Scrubs is a good show too.
And like my days are so fast because like I could just walk, like I'm security, so I walk around the hospital and just talk to everybody all day. I stop somewhere for 20 minutes, I clown, I move,
Yeah.
go eat lunch, come back, clown some more. Or
that's pretty nice. I kind of miss that too because so I'm a software engineer. I'm sitting down all day, and I hate it because of like I love what I do. Like as a hobby, I code on the side because I just like doing that. But man, I just miss working with people that just like you can mess with.
yeah, it's I don't want to say it's like a high school setting because that's a little immature. It's like it's like a family setting, like I see there's all right, so there's like 400 or 500 people in my hospital. So it's not a very big hospital. And but I deal with so many personalities a day where it's the same, but it's different. And like my wife works at home, like she's in cybersecurity. So like she's I guess something like what you do. And but like I couldn't do that personally. I'm a very extroverted person. I love being out in social events. I like being around people I don't know personally.
Yeah.
And that I thrive. Like when me and my wife go to like weddings, I don't sit with her because I want to go sit with people I don't know. Like I personally thrive on that. And so like I couldn't work at home, even if the money was really good. Like it'd be nice, but it's like I'm just bored. Like I don't want to just sit here. I want to walk around. I want to do this. And I feel like like, yeah, I think in the job I do now, the money isn't the greatest, but at the same time, I can be home with my family. I can take vacations whenever I want. I'm not micromanaged. I can joke around for like 80% of my day, to be honest with you. And there's a career progression that I'm happy to go through, so there's a lot of positives to what I do. Like if I wasn't doing this, I would pick something else to go do outside. Like I did highway inspection work before I did this, so like it's all about being outdoorsy and, being able to chit chat all day. I, I don't mind that. So, I think would it be nice to make, high 6-figure dollars? Yeah. But at the cost of being bored or,
the money's not always worth it. More money, more problems.
Like I know you mentioned being on a boat. I'm sure you absolutely love that. Like being out on the water. Like
and the thing is, like, so I don't want, so I can't go too much into detail because why I can't go too much into detail but I love my job. I love it. I love it. I love the guys I work with. I love everyone there. Like everyone's like I get along with everyone. I'm like that little baby Rottweiler puppy that you don't want to like that. I'm small, bulky, and I'm just like super friendly. And it's like when you pick on them, like, why are you picking on him? He's harmless.
Bro.
Why are you picking on him, Boris?
I mean, I invite it sometimes too. Like people rag on me, like they roast me all the time too. But like,
you welcome confrontation.
I welcome it. I welcome it because, like, you know what? Like we all got, like I said, you all gotta laugh. You gotta make the day go by too. And I like again, like I get along with just about everyone because it's a very large place I work at. Like I said, I don't want. I guess I'm not gonna say too much just for obvious reasons. But no, everyone's great there. I love doing what I do. It's helping the environment. For what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I feel a sense of like just you feel good. You're on the water. It's calm. I love doing that. Because at the same time, too, I also work with other things. So I work with like heavy equipment. I work with like chainsaws, backhoes, you name it. I do so much there, and I've learned so much from being there. Like, and I say, my boss knows this too. He knows how grateful I am, and like everyone there knows. Like, just I used to be in a different department before I was where I was now, and like I made it a point to always like make sure like everyone knows like, hey, make sure everyone's having a good day, make sure everyone's smiling, make sure everyone's like coming in, because that's just how I am. You know, I don't like seeing people sad. I don't like seeing people hurt or upset, or if I do something wrong, or if I've upset somebody in some way that is my fault, right? Because maybe I did something. I don't want them to, be upset. Like I care about fixing things. I care about people just getting along. Like, yeah, is it possible all the time? No, of course not. But like, I like to be like almost like the mediator, the peacekeeper. Like, hey, listen, hey, take a step back. Talk this out. This doesn't need to get to where it needs to go.
Well, it
But
upsets
sometimes,
me. It upsets me that you have more muscle than me. So I don't know how you're going to fix that.
How dare you?
bro. If you worked with me, if you were closer, we'd be hitting the gym constantly. My gym is my basement, so I have no excuse. Like my dungeon,
your
the
your
Schwarzenegger.
dungeon.
Wait, that's your basement? I thought it was your garage in your videos.
No, that's my basement.
Oh,
It's amazing,
My wife
right?
She hates it that I show that. She's like, it's so dark and dingy. I'm like, it's a basement.
It's my shadow realm.
Yeah, it is.
you just flip the
I said
camera and you're
myself.
like, this is the last guy who talked back to me, and it's just a game.
Yeah. Bro, stop it.
The happy-go-lucky person, like this, was it like? Oh, I'm sorry, what was that?
Bro, if I was to ever visit out there, the first thing I'm saying is, let me see your dungeon. Bring me to the dungeon.
It's the mimical dungeon. It's the
and
mimical
then-
dungeon.
And then to see your wife's face, like, oh God.
She'd be like, no, what are you doing?
Let me see your dungeon. It's amazing.
She'd be cursing in her language constantly, cursing creation constantly, man.
Well, in southern Louisiana, we don't have basements, so we.
You guys flood a lot. You guys flood, or
I mean, we flood, but I mean that's a main reason not to have one. But yeah, we don't do basements here.
Hmm.
No doomsday shelters, nothing like that.
Dude.
We have houses on stilts. Like, I don't know if you ever seen a house sitting on like 25 cinder blocks. Like, that's essentially what it's like.
Okay.
I don't live in I don't live in nothing like that, but like we have it in
It's
places
because
like
of the ocean, right? And all the right tides, and
all the marsh, all the wetlands and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in like southern, like like we have the North Shore and the South Shore here. So like New Orleans is the South Shore, and they
you could have made fun of them for that one to get them back. New Orleans.
Nah.
No.
It ain't bad as my accent, man.
You could have.
It ain't bad as my. It's not.
The kickback is very hard if he wants to.
You got hands.
Listen, I'm keeping my cards folded. That's it.
That's it. Picking his battles. I appreciate that. I respect it. New Orleans,
You can't.
That was really
blow your load
fly
shot,
too, man. So like, how do you pronounce it? New Orleans?
Like I like a lot of times I'll call it New Orleans, but then like people here call it like New Orleans or
New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah, New Orleans. Like it's cringe when they say New Orleans. And then, bruh, like you got people from like Kenner, and they say it's not Kenner, it's Kenna. It's Kenna, bruh. Like it's weird. Like even people from down here think people in New Orleans are weird. Like
it's like was it was the Boston like khakis? Khakis.
Yeah, it's like, bruh, it's khakis. Come on, So no, it's. But yeah, we have people like on the North Shore that live by the water, like it's by Lake Pontchartrain, and
there's a song by Ludo about Lake Pontchartrain.
Yeah, and a lot of places it's like the Madisonville Mandeville area that's right there, and houses are like 20, 30 feet in the air, where you got to walk up this, like you'll probably see it at the beach if you went to the beach. Like you have to walk up like 2 flights of stairs just to get to the entrance of the house. It's kind of like that in those areas. But like where I live, no, it's just a regular subdivision. So it's things like that. But We flood. We don't have like snowstorms and blizzards.
I'd deal with blizzards and snowstorms any day over floods, man.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, we get hammered where I am with snow, and I hate to say it, I'd rather have the snow than I would have flood. I will say that much.
Like hurricane season is rough because
yeah,
if we get a hurricane and the power goes out, like it's hot as all get out. Like it's stupid hot and it's super humid down here. And
there's only some layers you can take off before it becomes legal.
Bro, yeah, it becomes a problem, right? And so like what me and my wife do, which I can't do it now because where I work, I have to be at the hospital because the hospital can never close. But like my wife, her and the baby go to her parents' house where they have like bigger generators, so they're never hot. Where I'm at the hospital, I'm fine. But before I was there, we used to travel to like northern Mississippi and things like that, to where we would just stay in a hotel for a few days till the power comes back on. Bring the dogs. So it's not too bad.
I live in the mountains, so you would think it's a mountain area. You would think we would flood. No, we when it rains, we have my house has an underground aquifer.
You have mountains in New York?
No,
did I hear that? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, I'm not in New York though, but no, I'm not gonna.
No, okay.
See, it's the World Trade Center and then mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna. Like I said, I'm not gonna say where I am.
Okay. I know you're up high. Let's see. That's funny.
But no, I'm a very mountainy area. Not mountainy, I should say, but it's definitely like mountainy enough. But we have which my house in general, like you would think we wouldn't flood, but like our right by where it's an underground aquifer. So like I went to dig out like the side of my house, because like there's like my fence, like on the fence in the neighbor's yard, and there's this small like about 3 or 4 foot patch, right? So I dug that entire thing down to try and get down to the foundation because we wanted to patch out. We were getting a lot of water into our basement.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out I got 4.5 feet down, hit gravel, but it was all water, right? And I tell you, like it was all water. And I dug that all by. I dug like a 30-foot line, 4.5 feet down with my bare. I just with the shovel. That was.
Oh, no way. Oh.
I did that. I was, and only to turn out that we couldn't even do what he wanted to do. No, it was literally a waste of my time, a waste of multiple weekends digging. It's because of how the water is. There's so much back end water just coming in. We couldn't do anything. I managed to patch a problem area, and that was it. But now we don't have water. So I don't know if the problem was coming from that one area or I shifted the gravel around to where it's clogging it. I don't know. But thank God, I don't want to knock too loud because then the dog's going to bark and then wake the baby, and then I'm going to hear it, and then goodbye, Fit Father.
Yeah, Fit Father has left the chat.
Fit Father's left.
You're going to the dungeon, but not for the fun reasons.
No, Fit Father's been sent to met Jesus. That's it.
That is amazing.
Listen, I love my wife, but she'll kill me. Like
she's the warden. That's what it is.
She's a warden. She is a warden.
That's what I call mine. She's a warden.
Like, listen, men think that we're in charge. Nah, women are in charge.
Nah, bro, we are never in charge ever.
Nope.
Even when all right. So I have another toxic trait. So I find that in relationships that if you don't argue, you don't love each other. Exactly. I think people think I'm toxic for that, but it is what it is. So I like to start fights with my wife. So like I'll just come home, act like I'm in a bad mood. Well, what's the matter? Slam a cabinet or something to take the batteries out the remote, turn the water off to the toilet, stuff like that. Frustrate my wife.
You can't do that with
I'm doing this because I love you.
That's it.
Can't do that with Balkan women. You run cower in fear.
You should see the people at my hospital look at me when I tell them this. It's amazing. They're like, how do you live? You know,
Like, how are you still alive? Basically, like you're not dead yet.
she loves me. I'm telling you,
You know,
man.
like you know, like someone will stab you in the back. No, she'll stab you and look me dead in the eyes and then hand me the bandage later. You're
Jesus.
bleeding all over before.
Like, bro, like I love, like, my day is just so full of just like stuff like that. Like, I love to joke around. I love to just, I'm a very free person when it comes to my personality. It's great, and
Yeah,
then I'm not embarrassed of anything I do. Like, I got one buddy who plays Yu-Gi-Oh, and he's very embarrassed of it for some reason. And like if I go to talk about it, he like tries to shut it down or whatever. I was like, bro, what's the matter? He's, I don't want people to know I play this. I was like, well, it's no different than any other hobby.
yeah.
I got a
anything. It's better. It's like you're not out there, getting high or causing trouble. You're just playing a card game.
so
Right.
like so my wife has three brothers. So one of them, then all three of her brothers play golf. So which is cool because we can all play together. So like one of my sister-in-law was like Andrew, why do you play Yu-Gi-Oh? Why do you do that? And I was like, well, because it's a hobby. I said it's like any other hobby. And then she's like, I just don't understand it. Like I feel like it's such a waste of money. And I was like, you want to talk about waste of money? Do you know how much money your husband spends on golf? She's like, oh, like 30-40 bucks. I said, your husband's been lying to you for years. It's like $80 to $100. And he's just like, bro, I cannot believe this. Like her face, like she's like, I think you ought to start playing Yu-Gi-Oh. It's cheaper. I said, listen, think of it like this. If I buy a card, if I buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards and heroes don't get banned, that I can play with my cards anytime I want. And if I go play golf, I'm going for the experience, not because I get to do it whenever I want. I got to pay every time I want to play golf. I got to pay $80 to $100 to go play golf. If I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I can go play on Omega for free. I can play with the cards I own for free. I can meet my friends at the card shop and play for free. And if I want to play a tournament, it's $10 to $20, 25 at the most. I was like, who's spending more money here? Now, if I travel to a YCS, if I go to a regional, yeah, I'll spend a little more, but I'm still not spending what he spends in golf. They play every week. So imagine $100. So yeah, $100 a week.
That
Like
adds up. Yeah.
that adds up.
Exactly.
That's just a play. That's not counting the beer, going out to eat, buying golf balls, tees, new shoes, clothes, whatever. Like
The clubs themselves.
the clubs, like, I mean, I have all that, but like I play maybe once a month. I'll go play. And it's it's just one of my many things I do. So, I dabble in everything. So
yeah, her biggest worry, she doesn't have to worry about me for anything except the fact that more cards are going to come in the mail. That's it. Like she's like
I wish my wife would argue with me about cards coming in the mail. You know how many Amazon packages I get a week? That's another one. And then what you call it? She so like sometimes her Amazon stuff will come in and I'll hide them.
I couldn't even fight her with the Amazon stuff because everything she buys for Amazon is for the family. So I can't even like I have no leg to stand on there.
Yeah,
every once in a while I kind of like tease her because I pay for basically everything, right? So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna spend $3,000 on the Yu-Gi-Oh card. You think that's smart? And she's like, it's your money.
wow, that's amazing.
But you can see in her mind, she's like,
can't say nothing.
She's like, it's like, I don't know if that's a good investment for it. Can you find it cheaper?
No, mine would absolutely lose it if that's a good idea. Honey, I think there's my argument right there.
Oh no.
No, I can't even make that argument. I can't even make that argument either.
I wish I could fake my bank statements. Like
I can help you out with that,
bro. Like make it look like let the account make it look like the account was charged, and she'd be like, "What did you buy?"
So I can't even do that. So we have like four accounts technically. We have our business account, right, for our business her and I both own. We have two separate accounts, or like whatever you want, and then we have the joint account, right, for business, whatever expenses. So like anything that I buy, like that's and not because like we don't like want to put in money, but, like I want to like have enough for like okay, money's in there. So like say you want to buy something, you don't want it to come out from the joint and anything that's like there. Like hey, this is the money I set aside for my personal expenses. You have money set aside for your things, and that's it. Like that way it's not like it's you're taking away from everything, right? You're not like you're taking away from the joint money. You're not taking away from that. So if one person wants to buy whatever, so as long as there's enough for the bills and everything else, whoever wants to buy whatever is that's on them. No one says anything. I don't complain to her about what she spends money on for that. She doesn't say anything for me. Like she may like be like, "Hey, you think that's a smart idea, right?" Like I will admit I am not always the brightest bulb in the box. It's the truth, I put all my stat points into strength. I didn't really put anything to intelligence. I might have a negative there for any of my D&D understanders there. I may have a -1.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
That's how
we just share accounts, so she sees everything, and she sees TCG player. I get a nice little text message with a screenshot. She's like,
yeah, I don't worry about that.
No.
She just knows it comes in the mail. That's it, and she's like,
That's it. I mean, I got other ways I get cards.
Bleep that out. Bleep that out for me.
No. You keep that in.
No, bleep that out. Bleep that.
Wait,
no,
hang on, I missed it. Bleep what out?
Actually, I said my name.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Bleep it out.
Yeah, that's right. No, I
What's your least favorite male name? I'll put that in there.
Keith.
Keith. Damn you, Keith. That's your name now.
Keith.
I'm gonna put it Keith and overlay this just says Keith on the bottom of your.
My football coach his name was Keith, and I hated him. So
there's never a good Keith. You're right.
But then again, I dated his daughter, so he was very rude to me all the time. So I say that very lightly.
He had reason.
Yeah, dated his daughter. That's amazing.
Yeah, no, I
he used to ask me what was for dinner. Coach, what we eat for dinner tonight?
Oh man.
Bro, I've been doing this for years.
You had an early start.
Bro. I've been like this my whole life. Like since I was in high school. Like I haven't changed. I am more mature. Like I am more mature, but as far as my personality, it has always been like this. Amazing.
I used to be exact. So I used to be like I show you guys pictures online, right, in the group chat, right? I used to be very overweight. I used to be one of those guys like go high school, high school up to college. Okay. Yeah, so like I was a big boy up until I want to say it was like 22, 23. Which was anywhere between 21 and 23. A lot of things in the past is like blur. But I used to blame myself. I used to blame everyone else for my problems. I used to be like, poor me. Why does nobody like me? I used to be one of those, like the fedora milady. I was one of those people, and now I can't.
Did you say you used to have a fedora?
He did say that.
What?
I did. Yeah, I used to be that guy. I used to be. Yeah,
no, it's good. It's kind of hot. It's good. Keep going.
I mean, listen, I know it's the truth though. I admit because you gotta come from somewhere, But yeah, no, I used to be like that, and then I got to a point where I was like, I'm tired of being fat and angry, and I did a lot of introspection. I a lot of that I thank my grandfather for, rest his soul. He really he was like the reason why I started changing, and so I started watching what I ate, started dieting, and then I started working out. And from there, I just my mindset changed too, like everything. I think putting myself stop blaming everyone else for my problems and just start being like everyone, no one likes me, no one's like this, I'm the problem. And sometimes it's the hardest thing, going way back to what we were saying before in the very beginning. That right there is sometimes looking at yourself in the mirror and am I happy where I am? Am I happy with who I am? and making the active changes to do that. And it was. And since then, I still grow as a person. You know, I'm a flawed individual. I am not perfect, but I do my best to, you know, try and better myself every day, no matter how hard I fall short of that.
I just
But
imagine you in front of the mirror with a fedora.
I'm telling you, let's stay on that.
You're looking at yourself with a fedora, right? And you're like, I just can't do this no more.
it almost was like that. It really was.
Time flies. I mean, it's like talking.
That was literally my daughter saying I need to wrap it up.
My daughter.
My daughter.
I was just telling
right.
him. I said it's 1:30. I said we've been talking for a while. Having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta end it. So
that's cool. Yeah, this was very fun, guys. I'm really glad we did that. It was really Javi. It was nice to finally meet you, brother.
Same.
You know, like me and Fifth Father here have been talking for a while, and you know, like I know you and I have had like passive messages back and forth here and there, but like it was nice to finally meet you, brothers. You know, it was really cool.
I want to make this like a monthly thing. What do you guys say? Chain Link 3 once a month.
Yeah, dude.
I'm perfectly cool with it.
Big thank you to the channel members, Eric Moreno and Burn My Dread. You guys rock.